was like, always a staple of a good movie is on the second rewatch. You're like, you can see the story a lot better.
Yeah.
On the second rewatch, I instantly noticed, like, oh yeah, that nigga's hating.
Yeah.
That nigga is hating instantly.
Yep.
I was like, oh yeah, he's the bad guy. Like, I had no clue the first time I watched it.
But that was
Yeah.
Did I tell y'all finished V?
No, y'all done with
Bro,
me?
I finished V. That was one of the fastest I've ever watched a show in my life, bro. We could not stop watching that.
That shit is so funny.
But real shit, bro, I gotta email their producer and figure out why the fuck they did Gary like that.
Oh yeah.
That shit didn't sit right in my spirit.
I ain't gonna. That shit
didn't sit right in my spirit, gang.
It's hard into the show, like what they gonna do with your favorite people.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Nah, they definitely fucked Gary up. But like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I ain't gonna lie. Elite, top tier,
bro. She's cold, bro.
Yeah,
she's cold,
hilarious.
bro. And she is, bro. Their facial expressions, everything about that show was 10 out of 10 hilarious. Like Mike being stupid, bro. that Mike being stupid plot, bro, is hilarious. Just being bad with money, dumb, just a waste
easily
of
confused,
bro.
It's definitely some like. I know it's a great show when I will just randomly pull up a minute and a half of an episode.
Yeah, bro.
And just watch that shit. Like, watching her teleprompter cut off and her just, like, talking. Just not saying shit. It's so funny, bro. Like, dog, it was some classics on that shit. HBO really lit.
HBO is different, bro.
All right, we are back. Episode 148. We are back in the building, back from work trips, back from the blizzards, back from
Oh, forgot about that.
AFC Championship. I mean, it's been a crazy week, man. Welcome back. This is the show about nothing, the podcast about nothing, the radio show about nothing, the Patreon about nothing, the Twitch about nothing, the TikTok about nothing. We are back. Everything I just mentioned is copyrighted because we are a real business. Go ahead and talk to my boy on the left.
What's happening, twins? What's happening, man? We feel great. It feels amazing to be back. We did a Zoom episode last week, but it just don't feel the same as being in the building. You know what I mean? It does not feel the same. I have a lot of things to say. It is really funny podcasting because you actually have a voice.
Yeah.
And I walk around my house sometimes like, what do people that don't have podcasts and also love sports do with their time?
Yeah.
Because I would be on group FaceTimes arguing with anybody if I didn't have this outlet, brother.
Niggas be in the spaces, boy. Niggas be in the spaces.
No cap. Be in the spaces screaming.
Looking up niggas' name on Twitter. Shout out to you niggas who be looking up names on Twitter and replying them.
But yeah, man, I am so excited to get back into the swing of things. But first, like it said, we were on a work trip, and you guys know one thing I'm going to come back with anytime we have a break is a story.
Facts.
So first is, how have you been? I ain't
gonna lie, beautiful, blessed. Enjoying the cold. I'm a cold nigga. I like it.
Yeah.
Niggas, I had shorts on this whole weekend.
Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Okay.
Okay, you're crazy. But I've been good, man. So last week we did not record an in-person episode because I was in Nashville, Tennessee with 6 women. These women are not my friends, are not my associates, are not my pals. They are people I work with, and I only talk over Microsoft Teams too. I have met them 2 times before, one of them 3 times before, and we have a good rapport, nothing to complain about. I actually think these women are hilarious and a good time to be around. But when you are forced out of your work from home job to go sit in Nashville in 25-degree weather, you're not the happiest about it. You got to drive your car 3.5 hours, but there was a few things that were cool about the trip. Number 1, In-N-Out. Got In-N-Out burger.
Oh,
it's In-N-Out in Nashville. I've had In-N-Out before. It was great. I do love In-N-Out. And I always tell people, you're not going to get a gourmet burger you're going to get at a steakhouse. You're going to get a high-quality fast food burger. Right. And when you're in that mindset and want that, fire. So, excellent. Yeah. You know how I feel about In-N-Out. And you know me, man. Oh, extra cheese on the burger.
You know? Shit.
Motherfuckers ain't 2 slices ain't enough.
Let me tell you just a quick story why I admire you. Because Rock, you be honest with niggas. Like Rock hit the group chat, like y'all worked out 3 times today. Y'all niggas, 3 p.m. What y'all niggas doing? And it's not gonna be be like, but you big as fuck. And they be like, I just like burgers. Like, you go enjoy yourself. Like, I love that shit. Like,
yeah, bro, I work this out hard so I can eat how I want to, bro.
Literally.
That's literally the point of working out for me. So I got some In-N-Out. Two, I went out to the bars the second night we were there. We were there for one half day, a full day, and then we left the next day. So the full day, we went out to the bars in Nashville, like Broadway is what they call it. How they got the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
This is Las Vegas for white drunks.
Yeah. They got the music playing and shit.
Bro, it's the lights is going. Yeah. They got a hockey arena right next to it. They got the African American History Music Museum next to it. They got Justin Timberlake got a bar out there. What's the boy name? The racist one. Kurt Rambis? Nope, that's a basketball. Kurt Russell? Nope, actor. Kurt Cobain? Nope.
It might be Kurt Russell.
What's his name? Kid Rock. There you go. Kid Rock got a bar out there.
Oh, yeah,
Jason Aldean got the coolest bar I've ever been in. All races. It's just a strip of racist bars and Jelly Roll.
Nigga was in Parks Hood.
No cap. So,
yo, shout out Parks.
So listen. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm walking in Nashville, doing Nashville shit. Also, actually, we can skip over that. I'll tell you that off air.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
But yeah, so
I walk with Nashville.
So I go to the bar, and I'm in that motherfucker like Lethal Shooter, dog.
Yeah.
I understand.
I understand it.
I understand it. Now, boy, they got the fist pumping in that guy. They got the fist twin.
What happened there?
Oh!
Listen, white people get it going. White people get it going, bro.
Twin, they got a stage in that bit, bro. It's not for nobody. It's just to be on. Like, just in case you feeling it. Yeah. And it's like, yo, they got to feel me as much as I feel this. Yeah, you can just jump on the stage. Twin, they even got the step on the stage so you can get higher. You can, baby.
Nah, these niggas not feeling it. Nah, these niggas not really feeling it.
Like, on one stage, they got couples up there dance battling, big brother. They got one couple up there, they slow dancing to everything. Drake come on, slow dancing. Green Day come on, slow dancing. Justin Bieber come on, they slow dancing. And then we got the other side, closer to me, they doing choreographed routines like they work with Michael Jackson.
Oh, they doing the fucking...
Bro, like, what? Where am I? And then the whole time, dog, it's smoke coming from the ceiling. Dog, it's like, if they just wanted to call that like a concert simulator, they could have. Bro, it's just a giant concert with you, your friends, and no tickets involved. Shit is crazy. So
that's like the best. Let's have a concert, no artists. Y'all niggas just pull up.
Bro.
Y'all niggas just pull up.
Bro, so I'm sitting there like, yo, you know what? One time, we got to get a group of 15 and go be white.
Oh, yeah.
We got to go. We got to do the thug.
Yeah.
We got to do the thug. We got to bleach our skin.
All my niggas white this weekend.
All my niggas white this weekend, twin. We got to go do it. We got to go do it. We got to go full boot. Yeah. We got to go boot cut jeans with the boots, with the flannel. We got to do the whole nine, twin. And then...
That's hard.
And then...
Black Cowboys lit, though. Like, niggas, you get mad respect. Like, niggas think you a lumberjack. Like, nah, I'm just a cowboy.
Some overalls, twin. You had a whole going, big red. So...
What's the nigga from Center's Cornbread?
So listen, bro. I'm sitting there. And that's cool, bro. That's cool. The other, oh no, one more part. So you know, like, if you're a black man, right, and you love black women,
for sure,
you probably gonna move to Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Maybe New York.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard Charlotte is getting a little bit of a
Charlotte for sure.
DMV for shit show. In some parts of Chicago, Houston as well. Listen.
Oh yeah.
What? How the fuck I forget Houston? Well, hello. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
But if you like white women,
hey, listen up, Chris. Listen up, Chris.
Listen up, man. If you like white women, boy, Nashville is where you go.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's Tuesday, twin. We at the bar on a Tuesday.
Regular night.
Like,
middle of January.
middle of January. No, it's 12 degrees outside. Right. And we at the bar. It shouldn't be nobody here but corporate people.
Shouldn't be no talent here.
Twin, this lady on my team, she appealing. Mm-hmm. She appealing. She middle-aged appealing. She like probably mid-40s. Okay. Got him on her. Okay. Top and bottom, baby. Okay. Top and
Sandra
bottom.
Bullock vibe.
Come on now. Okay. Nah, Sandra Bullock ain't got
you got him on her.
Yep, got him on her. Okay. I'm trying to tell you something. Some lumps on the body, twin, in a good way. But listen, twin. I'm talking about we couldn't have been in there for about 77 seconds. Yeah. 4 niggas have walked up to her. Up the stairs, 4 more steps. Sade, 3 more steps. Yeah. Sade, we get to the dance floor. Yeah. 2 of them immediately walk over to her. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Like, oh yeah, these niggas waiting.
They have been waiting on some talent to walk in there. You know, so that's when I told him some of the story, but Taylor finally got there. So Taylor walk in. And they on her bad too. She got to come find me. Like, dog, they won't leave us. Like, when I tell you they in there, like, sitting at the tables, like, just looking for talent. Starving. Yeah. Cowboy hat, boot cut jeans, all of that. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Yeah. You'll walk in there and stun and have a heart attack.
Yeah. Morgan Wallen in there playing for sure.
Yeah, for shit show.
We got to get Montavious in there.
Montavious got to come to fucking Nashville with us. They going to look at his idea and be like, Ma, what? If you don't get the fuck on that time.
We gotta get Mad Ma on the scene, bro.
But lastly, we go to this dinner, bro, and my CEO is there. And forewarning, there's a CEO, if Taylor was black, it would be her uncle.
Okay.
Put it that way. Right. So, know him, been to his house, got a rapport with him.
Type shit.
Rich as hell.
Yeah.
It is always fun to listen to rich people talk and say things that they think is normal. So, I just want to give out some things that I heard that night there. I have 3 houses, and I don't know what to do with them. Bitch, what?
Well, most people live in their own house.
So. What are you talking about, bro? All right, one more time.
Right.
I went to New York 8 times last year. Next, my son, frat house, paid Big X the Plug $100,000 to come play at their personal party.
Yo, shut up, Big X the Plug.
Paid who? What?
Bands? Niggas getting 100 bands from the frat houses, bro?
You paid who? What? And he talking about on his rider.
Yeah, his rider.
You can let the boy come to your house and he had a rider?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dog. Yo.
That's crazy.
I got 3 properties in South Georgia. 5 acres, 7 acres, and 9 acres.
Yeah.
For what? Just got them.
Got them. Good deal on them.
So then, you do all of this.
Yeah.
And towards the end of the dinner, you going to try to tell a story to relate to us.
Right. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Those be the best.
Motherfucker, talk about some. I'm in Bergdorf. I'm in Bergdorf on trip 6 of 8. It's July. I'm on my 6th trip to New York this year.
Yeah, I went to New York 8 times this year. Like, you play for the Bulls? Like, why the fuck are you going to New York 8 times?
So he's like, I'm in Bergdorf. And I have a personal shopper. Twin. Stop the story. Stop it.
I have a personal shopper.
So he's like, he's bringing me clothes to try on.
Yeah.
They not listening to this. He just talking.
Right.
I am a podcaster, bro. We do content. Yeah. Every word I hang on to because anything can be funny.
Yo, them niggas having a regular dinner, it's really just y'all two.
Like, bro, like, I'm in the zone, bro. Like, what is he saying, bro? And he talking about I got a personal shopper. He come try on a sweater. He bringing me sweaters to try on because I got to go to a dinner with our investors. Just saying shit. Yeah. Just saying shit that's not normal, bro. Right. So, all right, cool. He bring me a sweater, and I love it. I look good in it. Whoop-de-whoop. I send the picture to my wife, and I ask him, how much is it?
Yeah.
Guess how much he says. That's what the CEO said. Guess how much he says, y'all. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, bro, he said $1,000, bro.
Right.
I'm like, he said $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, he white folk crazy. They were like, $2,000.
Oh, yeah,
just screaming that shit.
I would have made that shit so uncomfortable. I would have made that shit 20 racks. What? I would
5,500.
I literally would have ruined his story right there. Like, I would have said a number so outlandish, it would have changed the perspective on that conversation.
So they don't know shit. $800, bitch.
Yeah.
You can find that at the Gap, ho. Like,
Oh.
if you don't shut up.
You can find that in the right part of Macy's.
So I told you he's trying to lowball it.
Yeah.
These people shop at TJ Maxx.
Right.
They were talking about their Shein orders.
Dylan's.
Shawty say, $1,300. You hear, you know, in the movies, or when you got the test back and everybody did bad, and you hit a,
Yeah.
the whole table. And I just look at him like,
Yeah.
okay. And he's like, boy, who is paying $1,300? Mr. Free House, 2-acre, 9-acre lake house, beach house. Who is paying $1,300 for a sweater?
Yo.
And this is the punchline, because this is how funny people with money act when they around people that don't have money.
And they know that.
But so I don't come from money, but I come from a family that go act like
Right.
so like nigga rich type
Yeah,
shit.
black
And I'm proud of it. I don't take no shame in nigga rich, boy.
Right.
You got one life, live it up.
Oh,
you
God.
feel what I'm saying? So I know the
act like I'm broke. Who the fuck?
who the fuck would do that?
Yeah.
So I know the watches, I know the brands, I know the stores. Half of them, they was like, "What's Bergdorf?" They don't know what that is. So
Facts.
he say the shit about the $1,300. Who would spend $1,300 on a sweater? Twin. Tell me why that nigga on the blue face paddock.
Yo, it's like, that's unreasonable.
You talking about a motherfucking $1,300 sweater,
Right.
and your watch is 12 bands, dog.
Dog, that is
If you
so
don't get
funny,
the
bro.
fuck on somewhere,
Bro, that is hilarious. Like, if you ask me, be like, well, this isn't really a watch. This is a piece of an investment, right?
like,
This isn't really clothing.
you know what I mean, man?
Dog, that is so funny, bro.
That is 17 minutes on my work trip. I apologize if that annoyed y'all, but, you know, personalizing us, man. I want y'all to feel who we are as people. So that is how I look at the world, man. Everything is funny. Everything is a joke.
That is absolutely hilarious. I personally love the disconnect between, like, reality and niggas who, like, have it so much for so long that they really can't comprehend the difference. Like,
No.
You see Inside Man with Denzel, right?
Yeah.
So when the nigga walk in, it's like, yo, what do they want? Like, for people who haven't seen this movie, it's a bank robbery movie, one of the best bank robbery movies ever.
Thank
Definitely
God.
go watch it. But so yo, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, if you haven't seen Inside Man, you really have to go see it.
I'm feel like I hope he explained this bitch.
Yeah, that's so funny, bro. Listen, no cap, probably one of Denzel like 5-10 best movies. Like, so it's about this German banker or whatever. So they robbing this nigga bank, and he got some shit he trying to hide in the bank. and shit. So he walk into like the cop situation van. It's Denzel and this other nigga and William Dafoe like arguing about what the fuck they gonna do to get into this bank. And he like, yo, what do they want? And he like, yeah, they want $10 million and a private jet. He like, oh, wow. Y'all want me to get mine? Nigga, no. We don't want you to loan them your fucking private jet, nigga. Like, he like, oh, yeah, that's it. Yo, that shit is so funny, bro. Them niggas just live in a completely fucking different world, bro.
Completely different world, bro. Completely different world. We walk outside of dinner, everybody like, all right, we're going to walk to the bar. We're going to walk here and call an Uber. And motherfucker walk to big ass stretch black truck that you don't even get off Uber. You gotta have a car service app to get one.
We got a car for the weekend. What you mean we got a car?
We have a driver. We have a driver for the weekend, dog. Like, yeah, bro, different money. But it's so. First off, fuck you. Let's start there. I've been sitting here over here next to this nigga for 3 years. Waiting for my All-Pro, 2-time MVP, cultural phenomenon.
One of the best we've ever seen.
One of the most talented athletes we've ever seen walk the planet.
5,000 touchdowns, 2 picks. 5,000 yards, 2 picks.
Get to a Super Bowl. And this nigga could go through 2 rebuilds, 3 different head coaches, 4 quarterbacks,
Jesus.
and draft and hire a Super Bowl winning or Super Bowl appearing head coach and quarterback in year 2 of a rebuild.
Year 2. Shout out Bob Kraft.
Just ridiculous. So let's set the picture, man, because I do want to start this off one more time for the last time this season. I'm not doing it again, nigga. Giving you your credit for calling this because I looked at him like he was crazy. He said the Patriots was going to be this good. He said they was going to be a threat to get to the Super Bowl. He loved 8, so he did pick Lamar Jackson, but he had the Chiefs. He had the Patriots going far. Yep. And the only reason he had them not get into the AFC Championship was because Patrick Mahomes, which was everybody thought that was smart. Literally, shit. But he seriously called this. He called him winning the division. He called the fall off for Josh Allen. Yep. He called the, I won't say fall off, but he called the way we are looking at the Bills and Josh Allen. He said that we were going to be looking at them exactly like that at the end of the season. And he said he didn't trust his decision-making come playoff time, so he don't care about the easy schedule. He has called a lot from this season. So it's been very fun to watch everything he said come to fruition. Right. So before we get into a big topic, we get into the biggest game of the year and all of that, I just want to ask you, how the fuck do you feel?
Listen, beautiful right now. We're not done yet. That's the thing. We are not done. We are one more game away from like an all-time prediction year. We have had a couple, though. We have had a couple where you've gotten both Super Bowl, both finals. Like, we have gotten a couple, but this one for sure is definitely my most holds, such a soft spot in my heart because, these are my boys. These are my guys. I was telling niggas week 3, like, yo, Kayshon Boutte really him. Like, be careful. Like, that nigga might head tap you. Like, and look at Pat Surtain, hell of a job. But Derek Stingley didn't make it out. So it's been amazing just watching everything play out. But like you said, like if you would have told me in August, yo, Lamar and Mahomes not playing in Wild Card Weekend, like, oh yeah, I like our chances. Oh yeah, I like our chances a lot. Like, so yeah, it's been fucking amazing, and I'm glad you gave me this time because I actually do want to do this. Listen, and I have apologized once, but I'm so sorry, Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels have saved my life. I ain't gonna. Like, it wasn't for my 2 boys, man. I don't know.
You were wanting them to hire Ben Johnson really bad.
And listen, Ben Johnson, hell of a guy, too.
Weren't wrong to feel that way at all.
But Mike Vrabel has brought a toughness, attention to detail, and this defensive focus I don't think you could get with Ben Johnson. So, thank you so much, Mike Vrabel, man. What a legend in my book. So,
on the other side, we have a comeback story for the ages. Yes. I mean, I compare it to like an actor that got wrote off. Yeah. Him and a director had a few bad films.
Mm-hmm. RDJ.
Yeah. RDJ. Had some problems with some substances. Mm-hmm. And you got back on the right track because you found a director, you found a coach, you found the staff, you found the studio that believed in you. Mm-hmm. And the resurgence of Sam Darnold has been amazing to watch because but when we be thinking about how long we did this show, this is crazy. We were telling y'all Sam Darnold as a rookie was talented and he was just on the Jets.
He was like, hey man, that's the Jets.
Bro, 8 years ago when he got drafted, we were doing this show and we were like, no, Sam Darnold can play. He's just on the Jets. Mm-hmm. The turnover problem was obviously a problem, but the talent was evident. The arm strength, the accuracy, the way he's able to layer the football, the touch he's able to put on the ball, his foot,
his willingness to take risks too.
Yes, his willingness to stretch the field. Like the play right before the half, the deep post to JSN. That doesn't happen with a Justin Herbert in the playoffs. Nope. With the I won't even say Bo Nix no more because Bo Nix be taking shots. But with the Justin Herbert, with the CJ Stroud, with some of these quarterbacks, they're scared to take shots. They're timid, so they want to take the safer option out. Right. Sam has gotten so much better with minimalizing the risk within his deep shots.
Right.
And then on the leadership side, you have the ultimate CEO as your head coach, the ultimate defensive mastermind / leader, the ultimate galvanizer of troops in Mike McDonald. Lord have mercy, how I wish the Ravens would have kept him.
Yeah, like we said.
Lord have mercy.
Yep.
How I wish you guys would have listened to us 2 years ago when we said the guy that holds Patrick Mahomes to 10 points what was it? Yeah, to 3 points and a half. It was 14. 3 points and a half in an AFC championship. You should probably hire him as your head coach and not go with the guy that hasn't won anything in a decade.
Right.
But on this side, it has just been a joy to watch this comeback story, this ridiculous defense. DeMarcus Lawrence, 11 years with the Cowboys, first year leaving, gets the Super Bowl. Yeah. JSN, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was pushed out of L.A., basically told to retire.
I didn't even know they did him that dirty.
Didn't know they did him that dirty. Yeah. Told the boy to retire. Yeah. And now look at him, back in another Super Bowl. Yeah. Like, what a story for both of these teams. So what is your overarching view of Seattle right now?
I love the story. And I'm going to take it a little big picture, like you said, like just piggybacking on what you said, like for Sam Darnold's career, the moment that sticks out the most for me and that's followed him even 7-8 years later is his collapse versus the Patriots.
Yep.
That was literally, I felt like the end of Sam Darnold as a starting quarterback in a lot of people's eyes.
Yes.
I'm seeing ghost
absolutely,
game. I got 4 picks. Bill Belichick is just going to send 0 the entire game because we're the Jets and he hates me. And that kind of spiraled his career. But for it to come full circle to the same team that did it to you, it's the perfect story. That's why the NFL is so much just light years ahead of everyone's because there's so many different storylines. And unlike the NBA where teams don't matter, the Seahawks and the Patriots have played in a Super Bowl recently. One of the best Super Bowls. In my opinion, that is one of the most underrated Super Bowl ever. The 2014 Pats are my bet. Like, if you ask me, Israel, what do you think the best Patriots team is? I would go 2014 Patriots. But that game felt like a heavyweight fight. That game was I hate to just say it's a legacy game, but it shaped the next 5-6 years in the NFL in ways people just don't understand. Like, Tom Brady hadn't won a Super Bowl in, like, a decade.
Yeah.
Seattle wins that game. They're instantly a dynasty.
Yes.
The Patriots haven't won a Super Bowl in 12 years. They've lost 2 in a row. There was so much that changed that night in the NFL, and that is why this game is so important, because it's the same way.
Yeah.
This game is going to change the next 5 years in the NFL drastically one way or another.
Completely agree. So that actually kind of perfectly leads to my next question, which is, who are the biggest losers of this weekend? Of this past weekend, of championship weekend. Who do you think the biggest losers are? In full scope. Right. Go coaches, players, general managers, teams. And I am going to start. We'll go back and forth. Okay. I am going to start with Joe Burrow.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and we can go to both teams. So, like, if they're a loser because of something Seattle did, something specifically Sam did. So, anything from this scenario. But I say because of Drake Maye getting to a Super Bowl in year 2, Joe Burrow is now going to be looked at as like just another guy at this point, like another really good quarterback, and not a top 4 he has to go in the top 4 anymore, because your whole calling card was, I got to a Super Bowl.
Right.
No one speaks about how in that Super Bowl run you had more turnovers than touchdowns.
Right.
No one talks about how the defense actually carried that run, and they had more turnovers than he had touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Forced more turnovers, I should say.
Facts.
And since then-ish, they haven't been. They went to the playoffs the following year and have not been back.
That's since Jesse Bates walked out that door, baby.
So your whole calling card has now been done by the next great young quarterback.
Right.
So what's stopping people in the next year, for going into the next year, for knocking you out of the top 5?
No, literally. I 1,000% agree with that, especially because, respect to Joe Burrow, I mean, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins don't play for Patriots either.
Hello.
Hey, listen, I love Joe Burrow a lot, but yeah, Joe Burrow definitely lost a lot. There's no way Joe Burrow can be a top 5 quarterback entering next season.
No way.
Not a chance. I will stay quarterback, and I'll take it to the other side. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. Listen, listen. Russell Wilson was a part of one of the greatest football teams in the modern era. The 2013 Seahawks, Legion of Boom, got to 2 Super Bowls, but you only won one, and you weren't like a giant contributor in that first one to a point where like you are super stamped in Seahawks history. Sam Darnold comes out there, wins a Super Bowl, or even if he just plays amazing, and they remain, since they are all young, and they remain this level with Mike McDonald, you're no longer the face of Seattle quarterbacking for this franchise anymore.
Factual, bro.
Like Sam Darnold.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that
Sam
one. That's
Darnold
really
coming off 14 wins last year.
That's a really good
Gets
one.
the Super Bowl this year. Sam Darnold. Like, imagine somebody was like, yo, Sam Darnold's going to win an MVP for the Seahawks. Like, that's on the board now. Like,
yeah, bro.
That shit is crazy.
Because you get the narrative around you starts to shape differently. And just because you got to the Super Bowl, we're going to start looking at you as the driving force of the team.
Exactly.
So that's going to change. The 33 and 12 will now put you in the MVP conversation when last year it was just like, well, he has a good offensive coordinator and his buckets are good.
Yeah, and we know he'll punk him. Now it's just like, well, I mean, what else can you say, really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another big loser for the week for me, and this is sad.
Yeah.
This is really sad, but Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason I say that is because they might have missed their window again.
Oh, yeah, it's close.
Like, it's like you have a new powerhouse in the conference. That is like it said, they are young. They have a young coach. They have a young staff. And they have talent that's not going nowhere. Cooper Kupp can be replaced. That's not a big deal. Kenneth Walker's a young running back. Their backup who got hurt. Who got hurt. He's a young talent, speedy guy. They obviously JSN. Shaheed is young. Their offensive line is solid. All of their corners, that secondary that's immaculate is young. So the San Francisco 49ers now for the foreseeable future, at least at the very worst, are the second worst team in that division.
Yeah.
And when you look at their roster, Christian McCaffrey, maybe 1 or 2 good years left.
Right.
George Kittle coming off a torn Achilles at 29.
He's hanging it up. He's not playing.
Fred Warner just broke his foot. He's an alien. We're not talking about him.
Let's leave 10 more years.
Let's not talk about him. But Trent Williams, he's on the way out.
He's done. Yeah.
So your receiving core already fell apart. Brandon Ayuk quit, like literally just quit playing football.
Never,
They said Kyle Shanahan said he's been around the NFL his whole life and has never in his life seen anything like this happen. Like he doesn't. They cannot get in contact.
Juwan Jennings is a free agent, I think.
Juwan Jennings is a unrestricted free agent. He can leave and go anywhere. So your team has completely fell apart. They just lost Robert Saleh again, who had their young, hurt defense playing like a top 10 defense. Right. So San Francisco 49ers, absolutely one of the biggest losers of the weekend.
I like that. I'm going to throw a little salt on my coach's behalf. Tennessee Titans. The Patriots won more games this year than the Tennessee Titans have won since they fired Mike Vrabel.
Wow.
That is a real number.
Wow.
The Patriots have won more games this season than the Titans have since firing Mike Vrabel. And if you aren't aware with how Mike Vrabel left, Mike Vrabel was basically like, my nigga, if y'all trade A.J. Brown, y'all could just don't even bring me back. This is going to ruin the team. We are not good enough to sustain it. And they wanted to move a certain way. GMs wanted to move a certain way. Mike Vrabel was, pushed out the door. They mutually parted ways. But for the Tennessee Titans to still be in this rebuilding process, and before Mike Vrabel, no success. With Mike Vrabel, number 1 seed, AFC Championship game, contending with Ryan Tannehill and like a mediocre roster, but with Derrick Henry and some great defense. But to see him instantly, year 1 in New England, completely turning around, this is the greatest. So at this point, this is the greatest first-year coaching job. Damn near almost, I would argue almost any sport. I would struggle to find a first-year coach who took a team that was picking in the top 5, top 6, and instantly brought them to the forefront of contention.
Yeah, bro.
Like, and just in my mind, like when I first said it, I think Steve Kerr Shit, they was in the second round of the playoffs the year before Steve Kerr got
Yeah.
there. Like,
Yeah.
the Patriots had won 4 games without Mike Vrabel with Drake Maye.
Yeah.
So, definitely the Titans' biggest loser so far.
All right, I have 2 that I want to go to, but I'm going to go with one because I think you're going to say the other one. If you don't say it, we'll say it together because you probably know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But my next one is an interesting one, and I don't think you think I was thinking of. Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has not won a Super Bowl since the 90s.
That's facts.
Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have not been to a NFC championship since the 90s.
Jesus, since Jordan was playing.
There are 16 teams in each conference.
Right.
The 15 other teams have all reached at least one championship game since the Cowboys have reached their final one. But him.
Jesus Christ. Jerry.
So that's not the only reason.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, for what he has done for the NFL and what the Cowboys have done for the NFL in general, is one of the greatest executives, business minds, and owners in professional sports history, bar none. But that billionaire game of I want to be the best, but I also want to win. These billionaires, these owners, not all. Right. Cincinnati Bengals don't really give a fuck. Arizona Cardinals, they don't really give a fuck. But a lot of these teams, they want to win, and these owners want to win bad.
Yep.
Jerry Jones is one of them. And Mr. Robert Kraft, his only true rival, is another one.
Yeah, cooking.
And he has shown you how you can still be one of the faces and one of the leads and one of the figures of your franchise like he wants to be. Robert Kraft like being a celebrity. Yeah. It was the reason Robert Kraft was hanging out with Meek Mill. It wasn't because he just thought Meek Mill, he was cool.
Yeah, he hanging out with Travis Scott and Cardi B and all that shit.
It's the reason. Yes, I got Cardi B in my box with me sitting next to me. He wants to be seen. He likes the spotlight as much as Jerry Jones does. Right. But what he understands is something I love that, I don't say this a lot, but something I love that Stephen A. Smith says, I am brilliant because I know I'm not.
Right, yeah.
Robert Kraft is a brilliant owner because he knows what he does not know.
Right.
And what he knows he does not know is that he cannot be a general manager.
Facts.
Jerry Jones has not figured that out.
Nope.
One of them has built 2 separate dynasties that have combined for one. Looks like he is about to be on the cusp of, even if it's not a dynasty, another 10 years of contention.
Right.
And you are still trying to find a team to make the playoffs.
Yeah, no, it's when you look out at his contemporaries, Robert Kraft is like giving Jerry Jones the belt. This is the third Super Bowl he's been to with a different coach and quarterback combination. No owner has ever done that. He's been to 3 different ones with 3 different coaches, 3 different quarterbacks, which is insane. To think about. He's been, like you said, 2 dynasties. I mean, two dynasties while sustaining excellence throughout.
Yes.
It's like he should have his Hall of Fame jacket like once they land, whether we win the game or not. He should wear his Hall of Fame jacket while watching that game.
Yeah.
And lastly, I feel like this is the prime rib of the most losers. Josh Allen.
Making sure. All right, I thought so.
Josh Allen.
Thought so.
17, baby. Everyone. This is why everyone is like. Niggas are asking me, like, do you care that everybody's saying the Patriots' schedule is sweet? No, because if it was that sweet, Josh Allen would have been in the Super Bowl.
Ish. Thank you.
Yo, like, that's a month ago. It was like, yo, it has to be Josh Allen.
Yo.
Why?
Oh, my God, bro. Thank you.
Like, that shit is so crazy to me. Like, it was such a wide open conference. And the reason it's so wide open conference, and this happens in the NFL, is the NFL is very hard to be good in always. You can be great for a year. You can be great for 2 years. It's really hard to sustain excellence through injuries, turnover, salary cap, and all that. So there should be new teams competing. And I'm sorry for the JA17 Muse and the PM15 Muse and all these accounts. Listen, I get it. Y'all niggas are 15. Y'all learn to watch sports through this social media lens where y'all niggas are rooting for y'all favorite quarterbacks and wide receivers every game. And everything else is what it is. But NFL teams and the NFL is ran off of team success. Like, no, like that's the disconnect what niggas have when they're watching these games and they're like, man, what a shit game. It was 10-7. Yeah, you're rooting for the quarterback. Nigga, I thought that shit was an amazing game, nigga. Patrick Surtain played amazing the entire game. Hufanga played amazing the entire game. Christian Gonzalez, Christian Ellis. Like, both teams had players that played amazing the entire game, but it wasn't 38-35 with my two favorite quarterbacks. So niggas was like, it wasn't as exciting. No, that's not how that works. And that's why it's not easy. Like, when we be looking back at, like, fam, Mahomes went into Baltimore, into Buffalo, and then won the Super Bowl against the 49ers at their peak. Like, when we, like, that shit is hard to do. That's why when niggas tell me Josh Allen or Lamar to a lesser extent, because Lamar is damn near a superhero himself. But, like, Josh Allen in these conversations with these guys, that shit is over. And that's why I think Josh Allen is the biggest loser from this is that posture, like, yo, at any day now, Josh Allen could jump into one of the best quarterbacks ever. Oh, he's top 3, top 4. That shit is done. That shit is over, fam.
You had 5 years of the easiest division in football and never got the 1 seed.
They was calling it the easiest division of football this year, too. They was saying that shit this year.
Bro, they was talking you came into the season, and it was, yo, Josh Allen has such an easy schedule. Yep. The Bills got the path to the 1 seed. Everybody going to have to come through Buffalo. Yeah. It's so easy. And we were cool with that because we like Josh Allen.
Right.
But as soon as it's a team we don't like, it was so easy. Yeah. They played the number 9 defense, the number 1 defense, and the number 2 defense in the NFL throughout their playoff run.
In a snowstorm.
And flip it, they became a top 5 defense in the NFL immediately. Yep. Credit to Mike Vrabel and that defensive coaching staff and Christian Gonzalez and what's the defensive tackle that came back? Milton Williams. Yep. And credit to all of that defense, Marcus Jones, my boy Carlton Davis Jr. Yep. Credit to them for stepping up and playing like above their skill level damn near. The pass rush came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. The decision to just start blitzing 5 or 6, 40% of your snaps. Yep. Genius. Like, they flipped a switch and they became elite defensively and made plays in the big moments offensively. And because they caused the quarterback to play bad, their path was easy. CJ Stroud had 5 turnovers, and everybody's like, CJ Stroud just played bad. Yeah. My nigga, they were playing like it's been so confusing, bro.
And that's my thing. And I be trying to tell these niggas like, yo, this is not 7-on-7, right? CJ Stroud did not play bad. CJ Stroud was rattled. CJ Stroud was throttled, nigga.
Yes.
Like, and what's so frustrating for me is like Justin Herbert leading up into this game. I'm hearing Justin Herbert is the most talented. He's so talented. He's so he dates Madison Beer. He can do he can make every throw. And then when he gets gun shy because you hit him in the face 13 straight times and plays terrible, it's just like, well, what do you expect him to do?
Thank you, bro.
That's been my frustration the entire playoffs is going into the playoffs, our offense got us here. Drake Maye was number 1 in everything. We were the most efficient offense, and the defense was hurt later in the year. So once we started getting notoriety, people didn't know how good our defense was really in the beginning of the year before Milton Williams and Christian Ellis and everybody got hurt. Mm-hmm. So once everybody came back, we walked on the field versus the Texans, the best defense in the league, outplayed them. Our defense was better than their defense.
Yes.
Drake Maye threw 3 touchdowns on the Texans. C.J. Stroud had 1 on the Patriots, and we dog-walked them.
Yep.
The Broncos had an amazing defense. The Patriots defense played just as good, if not better. Yes. And instead of the story of the playoffs being, hey, the number 1 offense in the league is somehow become the number 1 defense in the league within 2 weeks, it's like, man, it's just what happened to the NFL? Why are all the bad teams winning? That's not how that works.
That's not how that works, bro. Thank you, bro.
And my last thing in this, and I'm glad I hopped on this soapbox is, first, niggas are being way too mean to CJ Stroud.
Agreed. Agreed.
If 31 other quarterbacks win that game, nigga, Justin Herbert lost the week before. Justin Herbert lost the week before. So at least it's 30 out of the 32 quarterbacks. Like, CJ Stroud played, like, if you ask me, it's crazy. If you ask me legit who played better versus Patriots, C.J. Stroud or Justin Herbert, I'm always going to be on the side of fall on that sword. If you got to throw 4 picks to throw 2 touchdowns, fam, throw them 4 picks. I would rather you throw 4 picks and 2 touchdowns and we just don't have it than you intentionally throw the ball away 20 times and never score.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have to listen to niggas talk about like C.J. Stroud and Justin Herbert like they just cut their brains off. That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. Not how that works. So, but in the same breath, like, we'll credit the Denver Broncos defense for turning Josh Allen over for us.
Right.
Like, I don't understand. I do not understand how we're getting to these conclusions.
Last thing, and I'm glad you mentioned Josh Allen, because this is what made me mad is I wanted the Bills to win. Because we would have throttled that shit.
I believe
we
so.
would have throttled that shit, bro.
I believe so as well.
Bro, that pass rush is real. Like,
it's real.
We're going to talk about we can transition, but like, Milton Williams and Christian Barmore are real.
Yeah, so that's actually what I was getting to with that Patriots defense. In this playoff, they are giving first in points per game. They are giving up 8 points a game. They are first in rush yards per game at 71, third in total yards per game with 210. The Seattle Seahawks, on the other hand, have forced the most turnovers in the playoffs, and in the regular season, they were first in total defense and 6th in total yards allowed per game. Last game, the Patriots defense forced 2 turnovers and held the Denver Broncos to 4-15 on 3rd and 4th down. So my question to you is, 2 defenses, great defensive minds as head coaches. What defense are you giving the advantage to going into the Super Bowl? And I do want to say we got Nelson coming on next week to really get into the Super Bowl, so this is probably going to be the only conversation we have around it, but these 2 defenses were just too good not to focus on them for just a second. So which one are you giving the advantage to?
I like us. I ain't gonna lie. And of course, I'm a little biased, but shit, this is the podcast. This is what y'all niggas here for. Like, this
exactly, bro. Exactly.
Like,
what you talking about?
This is what we doing. But I like us, bro. Going into the year, early in the year, Daniel is on my witness. I said, bro, that might be the best secondary in the league. Mm-hmm. Carlton Davis might be our third best corner. Mm-hmm. And he's a number 1, number 2 on most teams. I genuinely feel like that's the best defense in the NFL. And you know what it reminds me of? Ironically, it reminds me of the defense Milton Williams just left.
Yep.
Because we have 2, first of all, both our safeties, young niggas.
Yeah.
Rookies. Didn't expect to be here. We cut 2 veteran safeties at the beginning of the year. Niggas was like, what we are doing, these young niggas are taking over. But the game of football, listen, shout out Snowfall. It's an amazing scene in Snowfall. After Louis get popped and Jerome was about to like try to crash out. He said, this shit hard, it don't gotta be complicated. Football is hard, it is not always complicated. If my 2 DTs and these 2 edge rushers refuse to move backwards on any rush play, you will not run the ball. It just won't happen. And if teams can't run the ball, teams can't pass the ball. And what you have seen with Mike Vrabel is he is just distilled and concentrated all the mistakes off the defense. It's no Revis out there, but we got Christian Gonzalez. It's no Brandon Spikes out there, we got Christian Ellis. But everyone is just doing what you're supposed to do. Let them other teams beat themselves. Let C.J. Stroud run into his tight end and throw a pick. Let Jared Stidham wind up and throw a pick in the cover 4. Just unrelenting pressure, unrelenting perfect team technique, and never give up. Like how many? Like we're giving up 8 points a game. Several times throughout every single playoff game, teams have started in the red zone versus us.
Yes.
Got nothing.
Yes.
Got nothing.
Yes. It happened twice against the Chargers.
Twice, and you get nothing. Like I really like us, and I believe this bottom of my heart. It is they will decide this game. Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones, Jarvis Hawkins, Carlton Davis. Y'all will decide the Super Bowl. If they can go out, and I believe we'll get this more with Nelson. Marcus Jones is on Shaheed. Christian Gonzalez is on JSN with safety help, and we're going to figure everything else out. I don't think you can single cover JSN, but I don't want to put a Marcus Jones or a different corner on him just because he needs that attention. If they can slow down JSN, slow down Shaheed, and make the Seahawks a 15-play drive team, we can win the Super Bowl.
So my answer to the question, not that I disagree with you wholeheartedly, like or emphatically, when you do the back the mic up, but I am going with the Seahawks, And honestly, it's not personnel-wise because truly I do think you guys are about dead even personnel-wise. I think you guys have the best overall player in Christian Gonzalez. I think he's probably the highest rated player over the 22 defensive players or 20, 30 defensive players, whoever bringing nickels, linebackers, all that. Yeah. So I also think you guys have a wee bit better secondary. Right. I like their front seven more, though. I like that. But what's separating it from me is not a guy that puts on a uniform. Mike McDonald with 2 weeks of preparation.
That's a demon boy. a certified demon right there.
Mike McDonald with 2 weeks of preparation against an offense that has not been able to hit a rhythm. Yep. That is where the advantage is created for Seattle, in my opinion, is and when I say Seattle's offense has been clicking. So Sam is in a rhythm. The receivers feel good. Yep. Offensive line feels confident. New England has not had that rhythm, has not had that 35-point game, that Drake Maye 300 yards, 3 touchdown game to really give you the confidence, yeah, boy, we clicking. We on one. Now, don't get me wrong. These are professional athletes. You have 2 weeks to prepare. Yeah. That's not going to be in your mind. Yeah. But when it is something that you benefit from, it is on your mind, and it gives you a different juice. And so that's what I'm speaking to. Yeah. So that New England defense having to walk in and play that offense versus the Seattle defense getting to walk in and play the Patriots offense with Mike McDonald at the helm, I am giving them the advantage because I think they will have a slight advantage schematically. Okay. And lastly, you spoke about how they're going to guard JSN and how they're going to guard Cooper Kupp and Shaheed. They don't have to worry about the skill positions as much as you do. Right. And that is also an advantage I am giving them to where, we might be able to say, Woolen, you got Stephon Diggs, no safety help. We're going to double Booty on all deep routes. We're going to double Kyle Williams on all deep routes. We're not letting nothing over the top. And your same game plan, 15 play drives and nothing. We're not giving up no deep shots. Facts. Because Drake Maye, to his credit, to Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Boutte, Kyle Williams, all of their credit, they have been amazing. With deep crossers, deep nines, 9 routes, wheel routes. They have been amazing with 20-yard-plus plays. And in the Super Bowl, you, especially your first 15, you want to be able to dial up drives that are 6 plays and in the end zone because it gives you a certain energy and a certain confidence. They always speak about how when you walk out to the Super Bowl, you may not really, because of the media and all of the bullshit you've had to do over the 2 weeks. Yeah. But when it really clicks, it's when you walk out into warm-ups and it's quadruple the amount of cameramen and media than you've ever seen in your life at a game anywhere.
40,000 niggas there. And it's still empty seats.
Yeah. So in that moment when you're walking onto that field, bro, I believe that confidence that the Seattle Seahawks have been able to gather and really believe in themselves with is going to give them the slight advantage. Right. And quick prediction, I'm not picking a winner, I promise I won't. But I do think this is one of those perfect football games where it's about 27-24, but both of the defense played outstanding. They just broke a couple times due to both of the quarterbacks just making plays when they got to make plays. Yep. So I think it's kind of like how the Seattle and LA game was. I didn't walk away like either one of those defenses played bad. Right. The quarterbacks was just on a different level, and one team got to stop when they needed it. It really wasn't that complicated. Yeah. And one had the horrific muff punt.
Yeah, one nigga's muffed a punt, and one nigga's did.
So I believe it's going to be that type of game. So that's why I'm like the advantage defensively is not going to be great, but I give it to Seattle.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Mike McDonald is, and we'll just hit this really quick. Mike McDonald is a certified boogeyman now.
Boogeyman.
Certified Shanahan boogeyman. All you young whiz kids running around, running your wide zone, nigga. Mike McDonald has put the ticket out on you, nigga.
Hello.
They not going for none of that shit. Fucking love Mike McDonald, man.
Man, I am very excited for this game, bro. So, last game, I just want to ask a few quick questions, quick hitters about the championship round, and then we'll get into the coaching cycle.
Right.
NFC Championship, Sam Darnold, 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sam Darnold, 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. JSN, 10 receptions, 153 yards and a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 100-plus total yards and a touchdown. And Stafford had 374 yards and 3 touchdowns of his own, with 4 receptions, 186 yards and a tub for Devontae, and another 100-plus yards from Puka. Yeah. Like a superstar masterclass.
Yeah,
like
nice.
You got both ends of the greatness of football in both those games. The disgusting weather-infused 10-7 defensive masterclass, and then you got the high quarterback play on some neutral field, on a great field, no wind, not a lot of wind, no rain, and you just got to see masterclass receivers, masterclass quarterback, offensive line, defensive blitzes. Everything was perfect.
Right.
So my question to you is, let's go to the quarterbacks, starting with Sam Darnold. Yeah. How has this run shaped how you view Sam Darnold, and where does he belong in the list of top 15 quarterbacks?
I want to be fair to Sam Darnold because I am not a. I feel like I feel like if I'm presented with new information, I'm open to changing my opinion. Now, luckily for us, we never thought Sam Darnold was super trash.
No.
I am one of those people. I am trying to champion a movement almost of. It's not the quarterback, it's your team. Like, if you draft a quarterback with any amount of talent to an ass team, they're going to be ass. The idea and the romanticization that we have that, like, a great quarterback year 1, year 2 can just fix an organization, fam. Nigga, you're not Cam Newton. You're not. Nigga, Tom Brady couldn't do it alone. They missed the playoffs the second year. His full year start, first year starting, they missed the playoffs. Peyton Manning with 7 years without doing anything, trying to repair an organization. Asking someone to...
Andrew Luck had to retire.
Andrew Luck, stop playing. Andrew was like, you know what, nah. Andrew Luck was like, it ain't even worth it. You know how much, bro, Andrew Luck was making $40 million a year.
Not worth it, gang.
I can't even do it, bro. Like, you cannot lift 53 people out of situational poverty. So with that being said, I got Sam Darnold right above Jalen Hurts, right above Brock Purdy, right in that game manager could win you a Super Bowl, could win an MVP, just not in the top 5. I got him wherever the Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, that second group, I got him right there. So 7 through 11, I would say.
Okay. So my opinion of Sam has gone from this guy is talented to this guy is a great football player. Yeah. Instead of thinking those things are the same thing, they're not.
No, sir, they're not.
But Sam Darnold proved to me that he can be a franchise quarterback. Last year with the Vikings and the collapse within the last 2 games, I was under the impression he was just a bridge guy, a Geno Smith level guy. But now I really believe you can build, and I have no reason but to believe because now I know you can build a Super Bowl roster around Sam Darnold, and you can win because of and not in spite of.
Right.
And that is a big difference at that quarterback position. Is Trent Dilfer you won in spite of.
Right.
Josh Gannon, you won in spite of with the Raiders and things like that. So Jeff Garcia with the Bucks, the Bucks, you won in spite of. So this quarterback Sam Darnold has proved to me that he can be the driving force of an offense in a Super Bowl contender. And now, from now on, I'm no longer looking at Sam Darnold going into playoff games like he can't mess this up. I'm going to see how are you going to stop them.
Right.
And that is a ginormous difference and incredible, a complete 180 from where we were last year after that playoff game against the Rams and announcers screaming at him to let go of the ball. But as far
just throw the ball.
As far as ranking, I'm with you, bro. Yeah. Gotta be. I think I'm starting Joe at 6, so he's right after Joe at 7.
Okay.
I don't see how he's not. And if you're asking me where Drake Maye is, he's at 5.
I ain't gonna lie. Sam Darnold, and I'll say this, look into the camera while I say this, even if y'all lose, Sam Darnold touched 250 yards, he better than Joe Burrow.
Like, why not?
Yo, why not?
Like why not?
Like,
bro?
that's what I'm saying.
That's the question I keep asking.
Yo.
Because, like, Josh Allen, you can be like, yo, look at him run the football.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, same thing. Look, he's the greatest runner of a football we've ever seen.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes, self-explanatory.
Right.
Everyone else is like, yo. And Matt Stafford, Drake Maye, cool.
Facts.
Drake Maye is a playmaker, can run with the football. Matt Stafford's Matt Stafford. But everyone after that, I just keep looking at Joe Burrow like, bro, he just throws the ball really well.
Yeah.
So do all of these other guys, and these other guys keep winning.
Exactly. Listen, I'm always the first nigga to hate on Josh Allen. Always the last nigga, too. Make sure I get my last nigga. You're not missing the playoffs.
Exactly.
You're not missing the playoffs.
Exactly.
At least we get to the dance. Hold on, let me go to the bathroom real quick. But yeah, like at least we not like missing the dance or nothing.
Yeah, that is it on Sam Darnold. So I do want to ask you about your quarterback. Now, he has been struggling this playoffs, has not looked great, has shown up in moments, but 85 passing yards in the last game, under 50% completion percentage. Yeah. He did have 60 total rushing yards and a touchdown, or 64 total rushing yards, I believe, 65. So a little under 125 yards or so, 150 yards or so, and a touchdown. Has not really gotten a real rhythm like I spoke about earlier. The connections with the receivers have been there on big downs, which I like. Yeah. So, one, where does the Super Bowl run leave you ranking Drake Maye? Yeah. And two, how confident are you going into the Super Bowl despite his struggles?
Oh, yeah, I'm super confident that he is. Before we played the Texans, I said, listen, if we beat Houston, I don't think it's a team we can't beat. And that was my thing. 3 touchdown passes versus Houston was huge. In their last, 24 games, only 2 niggas have done it. Drake Maye, and I think Stafford did it week 1. But very hard to do. Very tight window throws, all of them took courage. Last week, I wasn't too upset at the offensive struggles just because it was going to be that type of – they have a backup quarterback, so I didn't expect him to take as many chances as he did before. Mm-hmm. The fumbling concerned me versus the Texans, had a clean game versus the Broncos versus an amazing pass rush. So that was a welcome sight. But going into this, and I really believe this, first, to answer your first question, the rankings, from here on, we are top 5, top 3. That's where I'm starting the conversation. If your quarterback does not have an MVP or have played in a Super Bowl, we are not discussing if he's better than Drake Maye. That's how I feel about it because I'm a Pats fan. If you want to say it's unfair, football is not a fair game all the time. I don't want to hear from the other – I don't want to hear no Justin Herberts. Listen, Josh Allen got MVP. I don't want to hear about no Josh Allens. Who else do I not want to hear? I don't want to hear about Baker or Jaden Daniels. I don't want to hear about Caleb. I don't want to hear about none of them other niggas who have not gotten to the Super Bowl. But from there, of course, I still have Mahomes 1. I still got Lamar 2. After that, any of you niggas line it up. Matt Stafford, line it up. You got sent home. You couldn't get to the Super Bowl. You were struggling versus the Panthers. Amazing quarterback. Probably Matt Stafford damn near might be just the best pure thrower of football in the league right now.
But I think he is. I do think he is, yes.
But
it's not Josh Allen. I'm so tired of people saying
it's not even close.
God, I'm so tired of people saying it.
But
Josh Allen threw that interception because he underthrew the ball, and nobody has said it. It's been frustrating me for 2 years.
He only got that one club. If he's not throwing the skin off the ball, he has no way to lay it on the field. It's the most frustrating shit ever. But after Lamar and after Mahomes, it's up for any of you niggas, and don't let him win the Super Bowl. If Drake Maye wins the Super Bowl, he's the second best quarterback in the league, in my opinion.
So this run for Drake Maye has not bothered me because he has faced, in his first playoff run, I will repeat, a top 10 defense, the second best defense in football, and the first best defense in football. Our third. We'll throw Seattle in there. So top 2 of the top 3 defenses and the top 10 defense. Mm-hmm. All with great defensive minds, by the way. D'Amico Ryans. You're talking D'Amico Ryans, Jesse Minter, who just got a head coaching job for the Baltimore Ravens. And then you're talking Wade Phillips and the Broncos defense with all pros everywhere. And
in Denver.
In Denver, in the frozen tundra.
Yeah.
So I'm not too concerned because all I care about, and I have explained this a bazillion times, playoff football games are ugly.
Yeah.
Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes have warped our view on what they are supposed to look like. Throw Josh Allen and the wild card in there as well. Yeah. But playoff football games are not supposed to be 4 touchdowns, 400-yard games for your quarterback. Nope. That's not how that works unless you are Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, or you get lucky. Like, you will have 2 or 3 of them in 9 playoff games. Yeah. Every other one are 250 yards and below, 2 or 3 touchdowns, and usually a turnover. It's pretty normal, and that's why turnovers in the playoffs are so, like, detrimental, because if you can have a turnover-free football game, you damn near guarantee yourself to win.
Because you're not giving away any points. You're not losing any points with the turnover.
Yes.
And to piggyback off your point, Patrick Mahomes, let's say he's halfway through his career.
Yeah.
He's second in playoff touchdowns already.
Yes.
Like, it's hard. People do not throw a lot of playoff touchdowns.
Exactly, bro. Thank you.
That shit is very, very hard. And for the... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And so Drake Maye, for me, has to go in the top 5. Yep. You cannot make a top 5 list without him on there. It would not make logical sense to me. Yeah. I would put him at 5, I think, because I do believe Stafford is a better thrower of the football right now. Mm-hmm. But where I'm having a hard time drawing the line is, and people be like, I hate to do this. I love to do this. If I flip them, my favorite thing to do, if I flip them and I give Drake Maye, Sean McVay, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and Kyron Williams,
Bro, like, Tyler Higbee out there in the fucking flats catching everything too. Like.
And, like, don't get me wrong, Matt Stafford will ball with Josh McDaniels in his Patriots offense too. But we're talking splitting hairs in touchdown passes. Well, not in touchdown passes, but in passing yards and what they did in the playoffs. Like, I'm not really sure. If Matt Stafford can't run, Drake Maye can run. Yeah. So it's splitting hair 4 or 5 for both of them. I don't care. The only reason I say you can't, Mahomes obviously not having an argument with, but Josh and Lamar, I don't think he can go in front of yet because they have sustained greatness.
That's fair.
We've seen a lot of quarterbacks have a really good year and never be able to reach that peak again. Fact. So I do have to see him do it again. Mm-hmm. Now, I will say this. Josh Allen misses the playoffs next year. Lamar Jackson misses the playoffs next year. Either one of them have another down year next year. Yeah. And Drake Maye is back in this position just in the championship game and in the MVP conversation again, he will go to 2. Yeah. But until they have another bad season in a row, and Josh Allen played great this year, Lamar was just hurt. So until they have a real bad season and I see them really take a step back, they have to stay. He has to stay behind those 2 guys. So 4 or 5 is where I am.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm definitely not, like, right here, like today, I don't even know what today is. Like 28th, I think?
28th, J.cole birthday.
Yeah. I wish this was here. But right now, January 28th, I'm super fine with him being 4 or 5 under Stafford. If you have him under Stafford, I'm okay with that. And Lamar and Josh, I can live with it. But this is what I do want to say. We went into this, and I said, yo, listen, if we beat the Texans defense, I think we can win the Super Bowl.
Yep. And
we went into Denver. Tom Brady, Bill Belichick never went into Denver and won. Went into Denver and won in frozen conditions. It was cold. It was frozen conditions in the Broncos game. It was frozen conditions in the Texans game.
And rainy.
And the Chargers game, it was a little rainy too. If Drake gets to the Super Bowl in this beautiful Los California air, and all of a sudden it's not a snowstorm in the first drive of the third quarter, and he starts opening it up, and he looks like, that's the thing. Up until this point, and that's why he hasn't really leapfrogged like other players would, because the first 3 games he hasn't really like had one of them Superman moments. Mm-hmm. If he lights it up in the Super Bowl, it'll rocket him up to numbers. If they win and he goes 300 yards and it's like a Seattle scoring, Patriots are scoring, not really a like defensive games like they have been so far, he will definitely take a huge leap. And I think it's possible.
I do think he can climb with the Super Bowl performance of the ages. I don't think a 225 2-touchdown and a win gets it done. But if he goes 375, 40 on the ground, 4 touchdowns, it's like, yo, what are you going to say?
Yeah, like that's,
you know what I mean?
Literally.
Like,
that's a fact.
So, and then after like we came in, it's so funny, bro. Last thing on this, on the schedule and everything, it's like y'all came in here. No one picked the Patriots to go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They get to the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl, and now it's about how easy their schedule was. Yeah. But y'all were telling us the Bills' schedule was easy because they get to play the Patriots twice. And it's just so funny how we have just completely shaped this narrative to make it what we want it to be.
So
and
funny,
it's strange, bro. But I'm excited for a great game. Yeah. We'll probably do 2 hours on the Super Bowl next week. You know, it's the biggest thing in the world. So we'll Ish, do you have anything on your team before we get into some coaching hires?
I'm trying to think. I'm more so trying to think of like shit that made me so mad this past week that I wanted to say in the pod. Listen, you know what? I do have one thing. I love Drake Maye. I love Drake Maye.
I'm just excited for this bowl, bro. Like I'm not. My team has been out, so I've been stress-free this playoffs. It's been really fun just to watch some great football. I really do think we have the second best Super Bowl matchup. I would have liked the Rams a little bit more because the Seattle defense so good. I knew with the Rams we was gonna get a 31-28 game. Right. Now with the Seahawks, I don't really know, bro. Them niggas scary, bro. So I'm like, this game could be 13-17 and not be as fun as I wanted it. But
I do have something. Boom, I got this. This is for you. Listen, because remember we used to talk to niggas in the camp. I'm bringing this back. Listen, Ty Law, Stephon Gilmore, Aqib Talib, Brandon Browner, Darrell Revis, Stephon Gilmore, the greatest of. We talking about defensive player of the years. We're talking about top fives at their position. All have donned this jersey and have faced in their time. Revis was going up against Antonio Brown,
Randy
Moss,
Julio Jones,
Stephon Gilmore, Julio Jones, Christian Gonzalez. It is now your time.
I like it.
It is your moment to step forward in the NFL. It's not PS2. It's not Pat Surtain, nigga. It's not it's another corner that nobody loves, but I really love this nigga. What's the nigga from the Panthers?
J.C. Horn.
Yeah, it's not J.C. Horn, nigga. It's not none of these other corners. It's me. And listen, I ain't gonna lie. Christian Gonzalez, we need the game in your life. Yeah. We need the game in your life.
You sure will.
We gonna need the game.
That boy 11 over there, he's different.
What?
He is different.
I so fucked up that they're in the Super Bowl because from week one, I was like, I fucking love JSN.
Yeah.
I love JSN.
Yeah. Ohio State and LSU receivers, man, we love them. So
I'm gonna put that on a shirt. I'll let you put that on a shirt. Right?
So my last question to you is, oh my God, don't tell me I lost the question. I just had it in my head. You were talking to Christian Gonzalez.
JSN, Darrell Revis. This is your chance. This is your moment. We're gonna need you.
Oh, I was just about to say something silly. My bad. To look forward to next week, my favorite thing we do on this show that we stole from somebody, we will be ranking the top 10 players in the Super Bowl next week. So be on the lookout. My favorite thing in the world. But coaching hires. Yes, but before we get into the hire, Ish has something to get off of his chest because something inexcusable, undescribable, inexplainable has happened with Bill Belichick.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I repeat. Bill Belichick, yes, the one that you thought of when I said his name, not another one.
That is ridiculous.
Not Bill Belichick from the Ravens.
We're going to put a picture up. While he's saying, I know the picture I'm going to send Daniel to put up right now. Look at the picture. I'm like, this is the man.
Bill
is not a first ballot.
Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. The most playoff wins ever, 8 Super Bowl wins, the most championship games appearance ever, and top 5 in wins all time. If Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, no one is.
Tom Brady said that today as well.
So I have no idea how this happened, why this happened. But it makes the Hall of Fame lose all credibility. It makes the Hall of Fame voters look envious, jealous, spiteful, which they already did with T.O. Yeah. But he's black, and loud, so of course.
And it's T.O., so it's like, you could get away with that with T.O.
This is ridiculous. Yeah. Absolutely, utterly ridiculous. And I don't care about the cheating. Yeah. I've seen a few pundits come out and say, well, if this was because of the cheating and you wanted to punish him a year, he has 8 Super Bowls. If you take away 1 or 2 Super Bowls due to cheating, he still has more than everybody other than the Steelers. So what are you talking about? He is a part of the greatest dynasty. Forget in football history. Yeah. He is a part of the greatest dynasty in the history of professional team sports. Yeah. He is the head of it. And because y'all is jealous, because y'all wanted to punish him, and because Robert Kraft paid some of y'all off, y'all took an honor, an accomplishment that he earned. Yeah. You took something he earned away from him to make yourself feel good about yourself.
To prove a point.
To prove a point that no one needed to be proven. Yep. It's inexcusable and it's shameful. Yeah. It's shameful.
Before I get into like just this vote and how upset and how damn near unpatriotic, no pun intended.
No cap, bro.
That this was, I want to share a little bit of Bill Belichick's fun facts in history for the people who are not like me and who have not been a Patriots fan since they were old enough to like watch any professional sports. Bill Belichick coached Randy Moss and Lawrence Taylor. Bill Belichick helped invent the match defense. Bill Belichick went undefeated in the regular season, 16-0. Has not been done since. Bill Belichick game plan to stop Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner in the greatest show on turf, and Sean McVay and Cooper Kupp and Todd Gurley, and beat them both. Bill Belichick has game plan to beat Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. He has won Super Bowl. He has competed in Super Bowls in 2 different decades with 20 years of extended success. Bill Belichick arguably is the greatest defensive coordinator ever to do it. His game plan was so good versus Bill Polian, the person who conspired to keep him out of the Hall of Fame, that if you walked into the Hall of Fame today, one of the exhibits is the game plan. Literally. His notebook, his game plan was literally there. Listen, my niggas, when y'all boot up Madden tonight and y'all call Big Nickel G, Bill Belichick invented Big Nickel G defenses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like having Bill Belichick not being a first ballot Hall of Famer, like Daniel said, is not embarrassing for Bill Belichick. Because everyone knows Bill Belichick is the first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
Thing. It's embarrassing for the Pro Football Hall of Fame that pro football is not the focus of the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
And people let y'all skate on T.O. because it is T.O. And he wasn't first ballot, but Randy Moss was first ballot. And I love Randy Moss. Randy Moss, I think, is better than T.O. I think they're both first ballot Hall of Famers. But people let y'all skate on T.O. because, it's T.O., he's going to go on first take and complain a little bit. I don't think niggas realize who Bill Belichick was. Real talk. Like, when that news broke, it was no sports on TV. Every athlete in the NFL I follow tweeted at the same time. Patrick Mahomes is probably on a beautiful vacation, surrounded in the most luxurious beach possible. He said, what the fuck is going on?
LeBron James said, is that real?
Is that real? Bro, Bill Belichick walked into his office and game planned to stop Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce.
And did it.
And that's the same man who walked into his office and said, we got to stop T.O. and Donovan fucking McNabb and Brian Westbrook. There is not an argument football-wise for Bill Belichick not to be the greatest coach ever. Well, I will say, except for offense, if you want to go Andy Reid, that's your thing. He stomped on Andy Reid too. Bill Belichick has no peers. Bill Belichick peer is Tom Brady. That is how great Bill Belichick is. Bill Belichick is so great. Niggas, stop comparing him to other coaches. Is that who's really better, Bill Belichick or Tom Brady? He doesn't play. What do you mean who's better? That is how great of a defensive mind Bill Belichick is. And for him to not be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame on the first induction is an indictment on the Pro Football Hall of Fame, not Bill Belichick. And I didn't say much on Twitter when this happened. The first thing I tweeted was like, how much of an asshole do you have to be to make Bill Belichick look sympathetic to other people?
It was your best tweet. This might be the best tweet you've ever spoke about.
Like, how much of an asshole are you? Are people like, dang, poor Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It is so just mind-boggling for Bill Belichick not to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I really believe this, bro. I hope he doesn't go. I genuinely hope he doesn't go.
Oh, I literally said that.
I hope he doesn't go.
Pray to God that when he gets in, he doesn't go.
Yeah.
There's no point. There's no point. Why?
It's too disrespect. And this is my thing with the cheating shit, right? Because I'm a Patriots fan. And if niggas don't know, I have been hearing this cheating shit since they started cheating. I'm kidding. But it got so bad at a certain point. Some Pats fans started a website called Your Team Cheats. And he would just update it anytime an NFL team that wasn't the Patriots cheated. So I'm very versed in what NFL teams cheated and what NFL teams didn't. Stunner, pumping in crowd noise in playoff games in 2016 in Atlanta, inside of a dome, which y'all were reprimanded for. Your team cheats. Bill Belichick and the Patriots cheated, I'd say once. The Deflategate shit, that is literally, like, I really mean this. If at any point in this process, the journalists who voted against Bill Belichick mentioned Deflategate, this should be your last vote. That they should be, like, that what's so frustrating is, like when the Chiefs are really good right now, and kind of like OKC a little bit, but they flop a ton, so it's hard. Like, when your team is really great, people just assume the refs are on your side.
Yeah.
So, like, it went from, oh, yeah, the refs love the Patriots to, oh, the refs love the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
And then, like, with the Deflategate, the thing with me always was, like, it was two things. One, if I got on TV, if Ish and I, Stephen A. called us, which he's going to do in about a calendar year, I'm calling it now, speaking into existence, and we're going to be on First Take. And they bringing this topic up because around that time, Bill Belichick going to be getting out Hall of Fame. You're going to be going on your rant. You're going to be cooking. You're going to go viral. It's going to be crazy. They're going to ask, you're going to ask this question. I'm going to ask you this question to set it up. And I'm going to be like, Ish, let me ask you something. Yeah. Our Ryan Clark, who's going to be on the show, he played football.
Shout out Ryan Clark.
If I would have told you, yo, Patrick Mahomes, his football is a little bit deflated. It's not as pumped up as the other footballs. Yeah. Would you think he has a schematic advantage? Would you look at that?
Why would like that?
And be like, he has a schematic advantage because his balls is pumped to 15 instead of 17.
Right.
Secondly, why I know this was all bullshit is because the same exact week this story broke, Aaron Rodgers got up on the podium and said, I like my balls pumped higher.
Oh, yeah. He said
the regular level.
I be overinflating them bitches. Like, you see my hands, nigga? I be on them bitches like a fucking braid, nigga.
And no one said anything. You can go find the interview. He said, I like my balls more pumped up.
Exactly. He said 18 PSI.
Pause. We should pause this whole conversation. That sounds crazy. But yes. So the fact that, one, if I would have just told you this with no stories, no breaking news, no headlines, and just told you over dinner, you would have been like, oh, that's weird. I would wonder why a flat ball would be better. You wouldn't think it's a schematic advantage. Right. And then secondly, when the second best quarterback in the league comes out and says, yo, I like mine a little bit pumped up more, and you don't say anything, you don't actually care about the problem. You're just mad he wins a lot.
And let me tell you, what's so frustrating about Deflategate is, I just want to hit two things first, because a lot of people weren't around for Deflategate. A lot of us, we were younger. A lot of us, like, weren't in the details of, like, what really happened. First of all, and this is for the adults in the room right now. This is for the adults in the room. It's not for the Pats haters. They're like, they cheated twice, fuck Bill Belichick, da-da-da. Yeah, whatever. Y'all niggas don't have 8 Super Bowls. Who cares what y'all think? If you park your car outside, and it's fucking cold outside, and you walk back out the next morning, you know what happens to your tires, Rock?
They go down a little bit.
They go down a little bit, Rock. Because the air is escaping. That's science, nigga. Like, the idea And this was so frustrating. It's like and first of all, it gets a name, Deflategate, and it's like all these other things, and niggas are investigating. And, oh yeah, we followed the ball boy from the tunnel to the bath. It was like, oh, what was he doing in the bathroom with the balls for 2 minutes? I don't know, probably taking a shit. What do you mean? What is he doing in the ball? He's in the bathroom with 40 footballs. What do you niggas think he's doing? Oh, he walked into the bathroom into his secret lair where he deflates all the football. Like that nigga had to take a piss, fam. It's like we're missing 2 minutes of footage. 2 minutes of footage of what? Y'all wanted to see that nigga piss? Like, and listen, Bill Nye the Science Guy, a legend, one of the greatest to ever do it. Bill, as known by some people.
Bill.
He said,
science is cool.
That nigga literally broke it down. He said, bro, listen, that is how air in a football works. It's not going to be the same. And what's so frustrating is 10, 13, 14 years later, the most impressive part of the Deflategate game is Jonas Gray, a fourth-string running back, gave them niggas 200 yards on the ground and never played again. What you mean we won because of the footballs? Tom Brady didn't throw past the entire second half. We literally ran inside zone for 3.5 quarters on them niggas.
And you know what also is funny, bro, to close? What the fuck does that have to do with Bill Belichick? Bill Belichick is not throwing this ball. Bill Belichick don't know this ball deflated.
Yo.
And the ball deflated from 15 to 13.
Yo.
How the fuck is he supposed to know that y'all gonna start a story and like break down the science behind a flatter football? Like, what is wrong with y'all?
I remember that season very vividly because that was I feel like that was the best Tom Brady season. That was a 4-game suspension season. We came back, won the Super Bowl down 28-3.
He damn near won the MVP off 12 games.
He should have. Listen, shout out Matt Ryan. That was an MVP for the city. I'll give you that. Yeah, Kyle Shannon. I thought Tom Brady was going to be the MVP. He should have been the MVP. It worked out in the end. But my thing is, we all know enough about Bill Belichick where if you would have walked up to that nigga at halftime, like you know they do interviews with the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, how are y'all playing? Hey, Bill, the ball's deflated? That nigga might smack you. That nigga might. Yo, Bill, did y'all reinflate the footballs? What the fuck are you talking about? You think Bill Belichick has a hand in the PSI of the footballs? What?
So now he can't be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Bro, he at the press conference like, Jalen, I don't know. Like, we gonna find out. Like, I don't know either, nigga. Maybe the ball boy and Tom Brady conspired to deflate the footballs in the bathroom. Maybe, I have no clue. But and just to wrap up the Bill Belichick shit, and I really mean this. And it's hard in the 21st century to have these kind of topics where I feel like if you are a fan of the sport, regardless of what team you are, this should be what is that shit called? Oh yeah, this should be a uncontrarian topic. I don't even know if that's a word. Probably not a word. But if you are a fan of football and you think Bill Belichick should not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, whatever the reason is, no one should take you seriously ever again about anything related to football.
Completely agree.
That is what, like, the troll, I get it, he shit. Listen, if you, and I mean this, if you seriously, any part of your body thinks Bill Belichick, the greatest head coach to ever watch, coach, call football, is not the greatest and should be a first ballot head coach, it's no reason to talk to you. It's no reason to take you serious.
Completely agree. So let's jump into the coaching cycle, and this will be quick. It's like, it's new coaches, bro. Like, how much you want us to say? So,
shout out to Giants, man.
So we'll start from the most important jobs to the least important. I don't care about the Giants. I don't care about John Harbaugh. We've said John Harbaugh's a name enough on this show until next football season.
No, I'm just happy to get a nigga $100 million.
Oh no, I know why nigga, we do this show together. I know why you shouted that nigga out. I saw that price tag. I was just talking to the audience when they was gonna be like, why did you bring it, John? That's how you do it. That's how you do it, twin. Yeah. You missed the playoffs and got 20 M's. Boy, how the fuck you worked that out?
Like, yo, John, you keep losing. Who losing? Nigga, I'm up. Nigga, I'm up. What you mean, nigga?
I opened my bank account like I can't lose, twin. But we got the Ravens.
Yeah.
Jesse Minter. The Bills hired Joe Brady. The Steelers hired Mike McCarthy. Todd Monken has been hired by the Browns. Brian Daboll is now the offensive coordinator for the Titans.
Yeah.
Which of these coaching moves is your favorite, and which one is your least favorite?
Least favorite. Least favorite. I gotta go to Bills.
Wow.
I gotta go to Bills.
Okay.
I gotta go to Bills because I feel like you fired the last coach because it was time.
Yeah.
My best player is crying at the post game. My second best player is crying at his locker room.
Yeah.
It was a real emotional time. You needed a fresh start. A fresh start is not the OC that you just had 2 years before.
Yeah.
I was thinking with this, you have an opportunity to say, how can we maximize this team and not Josh Allen?
Yeah.
And instead, they went to let's lean into Josh Allen. And that's fair. The one I like the most, probably, I'm going to do Drake. It's probably, I'm leaning towards Jesse Minter, but I really, really like the Browns head coach.
Oh, Todd Monken.
I really
did like that move. Okay.
I really like Todd Monken to the Browns. The Browns, listen, let's say jury's out of Shador. Outside of Shador, top 3 draft class last year.
Yeah.
A lot of young talent. They're going to be going through a rebuild. He's going to have time to get his situations in order. But if he can, which I believe he is, an offensive guru head coach, and he is going to mold/believe in Shador like that, at least for the first couple years, I love that for the Browns and Shador because no matter what, they're only going as far as their quarterback will take them.
Okay. Yeah. I like both of those answers. So I will be honest, and I forgot 2 coaches. Jeff Hafley, who was the defensive coordinator for the Packers, was hired to be the Miami Dolphins head coach, and Robert Saleh was hired to be the Titans head coach. So my least favorite move, and I've gotten really good about this and making sure that we're combative and we give different answers on this thing, but this time I'm going to the Bills. Oh, and my bad, Kevin Stefanski to Atlanta. But we had already spoken about that.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all know I love that. Yeah.
So my least favorite move is the same as Ish's. And I was surprised about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But Joe Brady to the Bills makes no sense to me.
No sense.
So first off, I would be the first to say I do not think they should have fired Sean McDermott.
Right.
I did not agree with that decision. I thought that nothing that happened and the reason they are not in the Super Bowl had to do with Sean McDermott. Yeah. Not one thing.
Bro, I didn't throw 4 picks.
His quarterback gave the ball away 4 times. Yeah. He got the ball with the chance to tie or take the lead 3 years in a row and came up short. The reason he was able to get the ball back was because he got the stops when it mattered.
Bro, my number one, and I'm going to cut you off, Billy Beane, my number one quarter tore his ACL and his Achilles 2 years in a row.
And I'm still always in the playoffs. I'm still always about to win the division, always above 11, 12 wins. And now I'm fired because the quarterback can't get it done. And I know he wasn't supposed to be fired because he said he wasn't going to fire him, so he saw Josh Allen crying. Those were his words. Now, I'm not making that up. The owner said, I had no plans to fire Sean McDermott until I walked in the locker room and saw the emotion of my quarterback. That was his quote.
I'm sorry. That shit is so funny. I'm sorry, bro. That shit is so funny, bro.
That is the exact reaction I had. I've heard it so much, I'm not laughing no more. I'm just mad about it. But when I first heard that, I cried laughing. What the fuck are you talking about? You made a decision because Josh Allen was sad?
Yo, if I'm Sean McDermott, I would have been like, Nick, you should have fired him.
Bro.
Like, so I wasn't crying in the locker room.
So, because the problem is, for the last few years, defensively, I don't think this offensive does not agree with everybody else on that. You cannot get all pros everywhere. If you have an all pro level defensive line and an all pro offensive line and an all pro level running back, you can't have all pro level receivers too. That's not how the NFL works. Right. So unless you're the Eagles, but in 2027, they're saying the Eagles may not be able to have a 55-man roster.
No, I was
how
going to
much they borrow from the future.
Listen, that bill always get paid. That bill always get paid.
That bill getting paid, twin. But the thing is, bro, y'all keep talking about the defense in the playoffs and how many points he's given up. Yo, they play Patrick Mahomes every year. Oh, my God. They gave up 27, 28, 31 to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Every other team they have beaten. The only player that has beaten them is Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow.
Right.
And up until this year, and then obviously the Broncos beat them this year. But defense wasn't the problem this year.
Right.
So it makes no sense. And then I get to the hire. I haven't said a word about the hire. That's just on me firing Sean McDermott because we missed that. To the hire. It makes no sense to me because you're just redundant.
It's the same thing.
And in the press conference, they said, we need a new voice. Yep. We need new reasoning. We need a new purpose. We need new foundations. And then you hired a guy that's been in the building for 3 years that's going to come along with essentially the same messaging. Yeah. Nothing about Josh Allen's game is going to change. They're going to be running the same offense. And now you have to rely on a defensive coordinator. And if you have a Ravens situation and go with the Zach Orr type candidate who is bad defense, you're going to have the problem that you didn't have with your defensive head coach, and now you're going to have a really good offense with an actual bad defense, and then you're just going to be mad all over again, and you're going to fire Joe Brady when he wasn't the issue either.
Right.
The one issue they had in that building was the one guy they fucking promoted who fired him, and they had a strange relationship with the head coach when he came and told him in week 14, this roster isn't good enough. Nope. And you got in your feelings because you like the roster, even though the guys out there coaching, the guys out there playing are telling you, the pundits, the guys that study this game, that analyze this game are telling you, yo, this roster is not good enough. But your arrogance can't believe that, and because you put this roster together, you believe it is. So you're going to go back to war with essentially this same roster with maybe one new core receiver and maybe one new defensive lineman or corner, and you're going to get the same fucking result because you got the same formula.
Let me ask you something. You think Joey Bosa played his best? You think Joey Bosa played next year?
Fuck no.
You think Matt Milano, a friend of the show, who's been through 3 straight
hell, literally hell. No, he's not playing next year.
Tre'Davious White.
Gone.
You're like, what's so funny is right. You're so right because we're gonna walk in here week 9 next year. Like, the Bills should hire Sean McDermott at DC. Yeah, they could really use the defensive mind like Sean McDermott. Because what you are, and congratulations, Buffalo, you are now the Bengals. Congratulations. Yo. What I think it happened, and they'll never say if this did because he's a superstar level quarterback who deserves this respect. If you believe so, I don't think quarterbacks and players should have a big hand in what happens in your front office. It sounds like he fired Sean McDermott and Josh Allen was like, Joe Brady has to stay.
To me, that's exactly what I got from it.
And you can't really hire a head coach and then keep Joe Brady at OC because if you hire a head coach, he's gonna want his own OC.
And if you would have hired Brian Daboll, he would have called a play. So
exactly. So it felt like a knee-jerk reaction, which we know it was, followed by another knee-jerk reaction, which is, let me go tell Joshua we're gonna get rid of him and we're gonna keep Joe. No, like if you really want to tear this shit down and be a better team next year, you would have fired Sean McDermott, the whole staff, let everybody go, and in the interviews with Mike McDaniel, with Brian Flores, with coaches and coordinators.
Anthony Weaver, DC for Broncos.
Who could change your culture, change your life, you would be able to go all in on those. But if I'm Mike McDaniel, why the fuck would I come to Buffalo and y'all keeping Joe Brady? What am I doing here?
Exactly.
And if I'm a defensive coach, you just fired a defensive coach. You just fired a defensive coach.
Exactly.
Why would I come be a defensive coach for you?
Exactly.
It reminds me of the Eagles situation. Listen, Nick Sirianni names himself offensive coordinator too. Like, that's how I feel like we're damn near there.
Yeah.
No one's going to take that fucking job. Why would you want to take that job?
No one's going to take that job except somebody that's trying to get to another job.
If I was Brian Flores and I'm like, I'm in Minnesota, I'm Brian Flores, everybody knows I'm Brian Flores, I'm going to get head coaching jobs until I retire. Why would I go to Buffalo where I know quarterback ain't going to get no blame?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the GM is bulletproof, apparently.
Yeah.
And the owner will walk in and fire me because this grown-ass man is crying because he fumbled before halftime.
And then the owner will get up and lie about who drafted who and shit on one of the players at the defense of the GM and then get caught in the middle of it. Why the fuck would I want to go play for this? What?
And what's so nasty is because the Keon Coleman jokes are fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Cam Newton, I ain't gonna lie. Cam Newton and Gilly got into that argument, and ever since, Cam has been on a
generational media right now.
But Keon Coleman caught a touchdown in the playoff game.
Hello.
Keon Coleman is coming off of.
I don't care. He almost dropped.
He damn near almost dropped. He dropped the first one. He dropped the first one. The first drop was so nasty, niggas don't even remember the second one. But he scored a touchdown. Bro, he is coming off of easily the best moment in his professional career.
Yeah.
And because you want to defend Brandon fucking Bean,
yeah,
you go shit on this young nigga who just had the best game. Listen, I'll tell you one thing you do need next year. Keon fucking Coleman.
And he's under contract. He ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So you doing that was asinine.
Right.
So I don't understand what the Bills are doing. It's redundant.
Yeah.
My favorite hiring of the cycle is actually Robert Saleh.
Oh, yeah.
But you know why we're here, so I'm going to talk about the Ravens.
Yeah.
I love my number 2 candidate after Clint Kubiak, Jesse Minter. Why do I love that guy? Why do I love this hire? One, I wanted a specialist, either defense or offense.
Right.
I started as the hiring cycle we got later in the hiring cycle, I started to lean more towards defense because I believe defensive coaches set a better culture.
Facts.
And that is no shame to Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, Mike McDaniel, Ben Johnson, nothing like that. But I do believe that all of those teams have a problem with clock management. Yeah. All of those teams have a problem
toughness.
With toughness, and all of those coaches make lapse in judgments due to their boy geniusness and their arrogance. Sometimes going for it, like on fourth down, going for it, like who did that? Sean Payton. Sean Payton going for it on fourth down when you shouldn't have. Sean McVay not fixing his special teams, which is the reason they lost 4 of the 5 games they lost this year.
Ben Johnson going for it on fourth down.
Ben Johnson going for it on fourth down too much. Like those.
Dan Campbell. Sorry, Barry.
Those guys come with a few deficiencies I don't love in head coaches.
Right.
Jesse Minter, word on the street is, and I'm brilliant because I listen to those. I'm brilliant because I know I'm not. And I am listening to what the people in the NFL are saying about this man. Yeah. And all I keep hearing is the next Mike McDonald.
Yeah, literally.
So if we missed out on the first one that we had on the building, let's bring back the one they did have in that building. Yeah. Little do you guys know, Jesse Minter and Mike McDonald are very close. Yeah. They were both got to Baltimore at the same time. Jesse Minter is a hardball guy. He left one hardball, went to the other hardball at Michigan. Yeah. He went to Vandy Perth, then went to Michigan. That Michigan team that didn't let nobody score 12 points in the college football playoff, he was the helm of that. And then the Chargers defense was 24th. They hadn't had a top 20 defense in 6 years. Yeah. The next year, they were the number 1 ranked defense, and this year, they were the number 8th ranked defense. A ridiculous turnaround and a guy that will set the tone for a culture.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because I did just want to throw this in there. I'm going to let you finish. Like you mentioned how he's a Harbaugh special. John Harbaugh called his brother, say, yo, I can't stop the run. I can't stop. I can't get stops. He said, all right, I'm going to send you Jesse Minter. That's literally what happened.
Yes.
That's literally what happened.
That is crazy.
Like, he went from the best, arguably the best mind in college football to top 3 defensive minds in the NFL like that.
Like that.
So, Jesse Minter is really like that.
And then offensively, everybody is obviously like, you have Lamar Jackson. Why don't you want to get a coach to pair with him? Yeah. Because I really actually like that they didn't go with the head coach that needed to have this special relationship with Lamar Jackson. Right. So this offseason and this year, you're so focused on working with Lamar and making sure he's comfortable and happy and all of that, that you forget about the other side of the ball. Or you forget about special teams. Or you forget about game management. So now we have Jesse Minter to deal with the defense and then all of the game day schematically, clock management, etc. And then we just have a coordinator that is going to be with Lamar Jackson from March until August and throughout the rest of the season. And that makes sense that he's only focusing on Lamar and the offense because he's going to be in 99% of the meetings Lamar is. They're going to be staying after practice, before practice, and all of that. And it makes more sense that the offensive coordinator has to have that close-knit relationship rather than the head coach, who that can be a detriment to everything else in the building. So my hope for offensive coordinator was Joe Brady, because I did think Bills were going to go Dayball and we were going to go Joe Brady. But now I think the three candidates they have are Joe Webb, who is 30 years old and is supposed to be a phenom offensive mind. He is the Denver Broncos pass game coordinator.
He used to play, right?
Yes. He is getting a lot of interviews right now. Then we have, I'm sorry, not Joe Webb, Davis Webb. That's David Webb. That's
David Webb.
Yeah. Number 2, we have Clint Kubiak. I'm so sorry. Cliff Kingsbury. And Cliff Kingsbury, I like as a hire. The only thing that worries about me is the no under center thing. He does not run under center a lot, and I hate that in the NFL. That would have to be, you have Derrick Henry, you have to get under center. So hopefully he would recognize that. It's very simple point.
He run pistol.
Yeah, type shit. But the last hire who just came up last week, and I am really interested in, is the offensive coordinator for the Bears. And that Lamar Jackson and that West Coast offense with Derrick Henry, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I like that.
I love where the Ravens are going. I think the Ravens and the Bills literally just went in opposite directions.
Yeah.
A topic I had for this summer was who do you think doesn't win one between Lamar, Josh, and Joe? Yeah. Between Lamar, Josh, and Joe, because one of my losers was going to be all three of the big three of the big three.
Not getting one.
Because now one of them is going to be an afterthought. Yeah. Like, now that we have Jaden, Caleb, and Drake, 2 of those guys are going to become the guys we start comparing to Mahomes, Lamar, and whoever else stays in that realm. So I'm assuming it's Lamar. And my opinion would be Lamar and Josh, and Joe gets moved to the afterburner because he's in Cincinnati. But it could happen to Josh, and we could be looking at Caleb, Jaden, Drake, Lamar, Mahomes thing, and all of that. So those were another 2 losers. It's like now the pressure's on you. Yeah. But the Bills and the Ravens just went into opposite directions for me. The Ravens did a complete culture reset with somebody that can actually build and take care of your culture for the next decade. Yeah. And the Bills went to someone to protect Josh Allen.
Literally.
And I think you're going to see what could have happened if the Ravens would have hired focusing on Lamar Jackson and not focusing on the organization. Yeah. And that's going to be the Bills with Joe Brady.
1,000%.
So, that is all I have on football, man. What a motherfucking week. So let's take a quick break. Let me go get us some water real quick because we've been talking, and then we'll jump into some music to end this motherfucker. All right, man. Now, pro football, breaking news. Pro Football Hall of Fame has said in a statement Wednesday that voters who violated bylaws could be removed, which means it seems like there was something going on behind the scenes that was illegal, and because of this, they will be removed and no longer be voters due to being spiteful to Bill Belichick. Wow.
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
All right.
All comes full circle, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now joining us, we have done an hour and about 45 minutes or so on football. We did about 15 minutes on my trip to Nashville. Yes, so now it is time to get into the music. And I promise over the next after this Super Bowl episode, we'll start leading the shows with some more entertainment stuff before we jump right back into the sports with basketball. I don't even know if Ish has watched the basketball game this year. I'm not gonna tell y'all I have or haven't, but I haven't.
Listen, the Wemby OKC game was probably the last game I watched.
Dog, I ain't gonna count. I don't count me watching the Warriors game because that's just part of my daily routine. But like the games with the ESPN and NBC, like I be having them on, but have I really sat and watched basketball? I have not. Right. Which is the first year this has happened, but I've been watching a crazy amount of basketball over the last few years, so I feel like I can just pick back up on it and be right where I was. But to the music. Now, we have a surprise drop by J.Cole, and finally, A$AP Rocky has dropped his album, Don't Be Done.
Yes.
Don't Be Done. Don't Be Dumb. Where would you like to start?
I liked Rocky's album, so we can get Rocky really quick. Because I feel like Rocky, it wasn't going to take us too long, right? I feel like I liked Rocky's album. I don't know how a lot of people listen to the first experience, but it wasn't up on Apple Music, which is no worries because I am not a big Apple Music guy. I use a lot of different streaming services, but on YouTube, it was a 4D music visualizer experience shit. Like you move through, like you legit touch it and move through the video while the song was playing. Okay. Super cool rollout. I love it. There's supposed to be another disc coming, but it was exactly what I was expecting. First, Rocky's independent. Rocky did not want to drop because Rocky's not going to do 200K like Rocky would if he was not independent. And two, it was a lot of different sounds on there. A lot of different sounds, a lot of different ideas. I thought it was solid. I don't think it was like a top tier Rocky project. Definitely not like, oh shit, it's over.
Yeah. So that was my biggest takeaway was I was really worried this was the end of A$AP Rocky's career. He was going to just be known as Rihanna's husband.
Yeah.
But no, this album is really good to me. Yeah. And it's my favorite part about it is that it is just feels and sounds good. Yeah. It is an album you can put on to clean, an album you can put on in a workout where you're really not like you're having a bad day and you just need some noise. Right. But it's also something that when you listen to it, it's like, these are some high level verses.
Facts.
The hooks, the features, everything is good on this album. I will say the production is if I was grading everything and I went lyricism, production, flows, etc. Production would be the 10 on the album. I thought this album was produced beautifully, and not just from the beat selection, but the song structure on some of these songs. Where he broke the verse down midway, how he obviously doesn't. I don't want to say doesn't care, but he's not focused on rapping like he used to be. But in the last album with Testing, it felt like it was just like, I don't really give a fuck about the rapping. I'm just trying to make music. Yeah. This time, he blended with I don't have to be the greatest rapper in the world if I can just make good-sounding music, and that works so well. When it was time for him to rap, like on Helicopter and Playa and Stop Snitching. And Robbery. He got off. But also, he was just an artist at parts on some of those songs as well. So I was just really impressed with the growth from Testing to Don't Be Dumb and how this Testing, if you go back and listen to it, which I did do, unfortunately, but if you go back and listen to it, this sounds like, hey, bro, this is what I was trying to do.
Right.
And I love that.
Yeah, it felt like he met us in the middle, kind of.
Yes.
Like, meet me in the middle, fam. Like, I understand you don't want to be a rapidy rap nigga, bro. That's cool. It's like, I love Travis Scott. Yeah. And like a big thing niggas say about Travis Scott, like, don't really say nothing, or he's not really a lyricist. And that's fine because Travis Scott isn't trying to make that type of music.
Exactly.
If Travis Scott dropped an album and he was just like, yo, fuck the lyrics, and the lyrics were just bottom out terrible, the album would be terrible too.
Yes.
You just gotta get me to like a 75.
Yes.
Give me a 75 out of 100. The rest of your grade will bring it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Completely agree. And that's what he did on this album. Standouts for me, Robbery, Doechii, ridiculous, bro. The beat, the jazz sample, the paradox between the robbery, taking clothes off, being a love song about fucking and taking your clothes off while also being a real robbery in the middle skit. I love the creativity behind that song. He said he said him, Tyler, and Doechii were hanging out, and they was like, we got to do it. He was like, I got this beat. Both of y'all would sound fire on. Yeah. Doechii got the write-in first, and they did that song together in the building, and you can tell. It sounds like they were together. He spoke very highly about her and how she's a real creative.
And her flow in that shit, like, I know she's PG Lang, so of course, anytime she raps, it's like, ha, Kendrick. It is some, like, you can hear, like, the euphoria child, like, I don't want to talk on those. Like, she is literally in that cadence for, like, one of the four sets. Oh, my God.
She's crazy, bro.
She's different.
Stop Snitching. Sauce Walker, very early contender for Verse of the Year.
Shout out Sauce Walker.
She broke up with 100 and got $2 million. I got a divorce in my ear. It's my favorite line of the album by fucking far. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Fucking legend.
And then Playa and Helicopter. I've loved Helicopter since it dropped as a single. And Playa was very cool, very smooth. I love that bag when A$AP Rocky getting his cool, I'm a pretty ass nigga bag. Yeah. And then Stay Here for Life with Brent Faiyaz. Not the biggest Brent Faiyaz guy, but when he works on a hook, he really fucking works. Yeah. And that came true with that song as well. So very happy for Rocky, man.
Did you watch the Academics interview?
I did not watch the Academics interview. I watched the Joe interview first. I've been meaning to. I'm very frustrated with myself. I was supposed to watch it before we recorded, but I haven't watched it just because it's an Academics interview.
So that's some shit you gotta really like. All right,
yes.
We're gonna watch that.
Yes, exactly.
He's gonna make me mad. I will say, A$AP one of the funniest niggas on earth.
A$AP is an amazing interview.
Did you see the clips of it?
Yes, I've seen the clips.
You talking about fucking niggas bitches?
Yes.
He said, "Yo, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I was fucking niggas bitches, respectfully." What? What do you mean respectfully? You was fucking niggas bitches. Yeah, niggas know how to give it up. Respectfully though.
Niggas that get bitches the same as white rich men.
Yo, in A$AP mind, that shit made perfect sense. In A$AP mind, he was like, but y'all know I can fuck y'all bitches, so why y'all mad? Like, in his mind, that shit made perfect sense.
It made perfect sense to him, twin. Oh, man. That is funny as hell, bro. But congratulations on spending another year as A$AP Rocky and not Rihanna's husband, bro. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
And this thing, you still get to be Rihanna's husband.
You still get it. You still got the motive.
This nigga still won.
But also, I do want to speak about just the art about this. Yeah. Yo, he is a real creative. That is something I really appreciate about him. That the fashion things that he does on the side, it's not bullshit and it's not cash grabs. Like he is a real creative. He spoke about his relationship with Ralph Simmons. He spoke with the people that own Margiela. He spoke about how he said on Pesos, Rick Owens, that's who he has a relationship with. Rick Owens, excuse me. Rick Owens, Mason Margiela, usually what I'm dressed in. Yeah. And he said that got him a sponsorship because he said that, went on tour and came back, and everybody in his hood had Mason Margiela and Rick Owens on. And that is a real thing.
Bro, that Rick Owens is real.
If you grew up around when Rocky started popping, fashion drastically changed when he got on, bro.
Damn, bro. And you remember when niggas started just wearing Y3?
Yes.
You remember when Y3 came out?
Yeah, I was like, bro, I was so confused.
Yo, I remember just one day, niggas just had Y3.
I'm still trying to find Vans that Lil Wayne got. Niggas wearing Como de Garçon. I'm like,
niggas is like, yo, I gotta get these Rickies.
What are you talking about?
That's why it's so funny. And listen, if you've been here the whole episode, you're gonna love this. But like, when you was telling that story about that $1,300 sweater, I know YNs. $1,900 on the fucking sweatshirt. Nigga.
You feel me?
Niggas living at home, $1,900 fucking crew name. Yeah, this is a piece.
This is a piece, bro. I'm buying pieces. Avant-garde, my man. Avant-garde.
Like, Rocky literally, like, that's why it's so funny. Like, rap and hip-hop is so amazing because if you listen to their music, you would never think this. But if it was no Rocky, it wouldn't be no Cardi. Like Rocky was literally the birth of these fashion weirdo. Like I'm gonna call myself a pretty nigga, but I still punch you in your face. That type of nigga. Like Rocky was the first to really do that.
Incredible, bro. Incredible, bro. So the album cover, the videos, the art in the videos, the relationship with Tim Burton, him explaining on the JBP how that came about was very cool, man. He just rollout has just given me such a different insight. Like I see how but I see how he got Rihanna. Like he is a real cool ass nigga. Like he really is charismatic as fuck. Because you would get in these interviews and expect him to like really be trying to be cool, but he is just cool. ASAP Rocky is cool. It's not a character. That nigga, Rakim, just a cool nigga. He just says shit, and the shit be so just off the wall and creative. It's just like, that's who he is. All of this is art, this weirdness, the fashion, the brand, all of that is who he is. It's not a show. It's not a facade. And that's something I really got in this rollout through his videos and through his music, bro. So just congrats to Rocky, bro, because I was not expecting to come in here and say this.
Drake, great job, Rocky. I love the academics interview talking about the Drake shit, like what may be going on, and I think that is another reason why I do like Rocky so much, is because, like you said, he didn't go in there like, well, we're in the music industry, and I don't really, like gave you like a PR answer. He like, man, that nigga mad about some bitches, but like that's what it is. I'm like, like if me or ASAP Rocky was on the train chopping it up, I was like, yo, what happened? He was like, I feel like he'd give me the exact same answer. I feel like he looked me up and he's like, yo, that nigga mad about bitches. I can't. You right, bro.
Yeah.
Like I love how authentic he is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out Rocky, man.
So moving on to some more music, I do want to go through the quick hitters because we're gonna end with Cole because I know we talk for real. So quick hitters. Ari Lennox really did drop a really good album. I've been very hard on her about how she plays a victim a lot. But the album she just dropped, Vacancy, is really good, man. It is really good. If you have a chance to go listen to it, please go listen to that Ari Lennox album. Jim Jones, please shut the fuck up.
Hold on.
I know you looked at the list I sent you. I have Ish on New York thinking everything revolves around them. I have a whole TikTok ready for you to just blast off. So you can do it now, or you can save the energy for that TikTok.
I got you. Yeah, we just chop it now. Let's do a live cut. Listen, let me tell you. Listen. You New York niggas, bro. It's not 03. Niggas are not buying Def Jam Fight for New York no more. Nobody fucking cares, bro. I and Daniel, we pride, and Drock says this a lot, but we do take this serious, bro. Like, we scavenge for music, bro. We are turning corners. I'm illegally downloading cuts that never made it out of Kanye laptop. Like, I'm playing shit niggas that never heard. I'm playing versus niggas didn't know existed. I'm finding out in real time Jim Jones got a Day and Night remix. I was finding out in real time that there was a Jim Jones version of Day and Night. Niggas like, yeah, it was on the radio, but it needed that New York stamp. First of all, how come that New York stamp don't work for nobody in New York no more? What happened to the New York stamp? Where did the New York stamp go? Ice Spice making SpongeBob fucking songs and Cardi B in New England now. What happened to the New York stamp? And the idea, listen, NBA Live, let's say they sold 100 million copies on the low end. 100 million niggas heard that from NBA Live before they fucking heard Jim Jones on a remix. He's like, yeah, but in the clubs, nobody can't think. If you were in the club when Jim Jones' Kid Cudi remix was on, you're minimum 40 now. Minimum 40, bro. Like, imagine a nigga in the club. Imagine a nigga walk up to you, I was in the club in 07. What? What the fuck are you? Nigga, go be with your family, nigga. Y'all niggas are, listen, the idea that anything runs through New York is crazy. New York rappers and New York media, y'all niggas are the Jerry Jones of fucking music. It's like y'all niggas refuse to believe we are not in the 90s anymore. It's not the 90s. Hov stopped rapping for 2 decades already, and they won't stop. Hov ain't been a real rapper for 2 decades. It's 2026. Hov ain't been a real Hov. Not yo. I don't want to regurgitate the New York niggas have podcasts, not artists. Y'all have podcasts now.
Oh, fuck.
And just while we here, shout out Hot 97. Fuck them niggas, fired all them niggas. I fuck with Jesus and Mero. I'm glad y'all got them old niggas out of there. And this need to be a wake-up check to all you other New York media niggas that think everything goes through New York, bruh. Niggas don't know. Yo, Jim Jones could kick open 30,000 doors in Atlanta. 30 niggas know him. Niggas don't know who the fuck Jim Jones is anymore, nigga. Well, back in my day, Jim Jones mixtapes. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Hey, Jim, that's him. Everything up, I kind of agree with that one. I fuck with Jim now. Don't play with Jim, boy.
Listen, you know what?
Don't play with Jim. That's my nigga.
You are right that is unfair. But I've been on this hots with Jim Jones once he started that Pusha T shit. I feel like once a nigga in that age get out of body, it's up to the niggas in that bracket to check him.
Fair.
Jim Jones, you are not getting credit for the fucking Day and Night song by Kid Cudi. Are you fucking out of your mind? What is wrong with y'all? Really, what's wrong with y'all niggas? And what's that nigga? What is that nigga? What is the reporter nigga name? He may call it B-Dot. Listen, B-Dot. Listen, B-Dot fam, listen. You're already B-Dot, right? And I want you to understand what I mean. I'm going to say it again. You're already B-Dot. So you don't have to say shit like this no more. You don't need this promo. You don't need this, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Oh man,
yo, Nick, like, I wish sometimes life was like a sitcom, like The Office. Like when I really figured out niggas was not joking about Jim Jones on the Day and Night shit.
Dog,
I was like, seriously?
Dog, they was dead serious, bro. I thought they was joking too. It's just really funny to me because it's like. Like, the record is diamond, bro.
Have niggas heard Day and Night? No, that's my question. That's my next question. Have you New York niggas actually heard Day and Night?
Bro, the record is diamond.
Bro, that's one of the best, like, that is one of my, like, favorite songs. Legitimately, one of my favorite songs ever.
What are you talking about, bro?
Kid Cudi had a whole career after that. There's no song better.
They said, Jim Jones said, I'm the reason Kid Cudi got on.
What?
Because he did a remix that was on the radio strictly in New York.
You did a remix of that's my thing. It's not like he made a remix to your song. Nigga, you remixed my song.
And then said, I'm the reason you got on.
How do you, nigga, you wouldn't have heard the song if I wasn't even on yet. How are you benefiting from my song being that would be like, yo, if a nigga was like, I'm gonna hop on that Not Like Us beat. Really turn that shit up. Niggas, you crazy? Like, you don't think niggas know that song outside of Jim Jones?
Oh, fuck, boy. Chill. Boy, New York is special, bro.
I hope the Knicks win the championship. So I can shut up. New York niggas, I'm telling you, New York niggas need something else, bro. They need something else to hold on to. Because hip-hop, y'all gotta let hip-hop go.
All right. Now we're going to slow down a little bit. I do want to talk about our guy Kanye real quick. Because I
just got so nervous. I just got so nervous.
Bro, you know some shit don't happen to a nigga. When I say we finna talk about, he say, oh, man.
That PTSD kid, bro.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so he released a press statement apologizing for his anti-Semitic and racist rhetoric that he was pushing the last few years. He chalked it up to a horrible, horrific bipolar episode and took a lot of accountability. I'm not going to read the entire thing because it is very long, but I do want to discuss, I do want to read the part about the disorder, bipolarness, the bipolar disorder, excuse me, and then just really get Ish's thought as the Kanye guy, and then also give mine. So, bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system, denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever, when in reality, you're losing grip entirely. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful to this world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off when, in fact, This is a very serious, debilitating disease. You can die from it. According to the World Health Organization and Cambridge University, people with bipolar disorder have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average, and a 2 to 3 higher all-cause mortality rate than the general population. This is on par with severe heart disease, type 1 diabetes, HIV, and cancer, all lethal and fatal if left untreated. The scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is. When it tells you you don't need help, it makes you blind, but convinced you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, and unstoppable. Yeah. And then he went on to tell you how that affected him and things of that nature. So I really actually... And the reason this is a big deal is because Kanye does this. Yeah. Kanye will do some wild Kanye shit and then apologize and then sell something. Right. And then go back to doing Kanye shit. Yeah. But the next day, another article came out and they questioned him. And Ye, you consistently do this. Right. People are saying you just have an album coming out, and so you're doing this for the album. And Ye had to pop his shit a little bit and was like, Graduation was the most listened to album last year, and it came out in 2007. Yep. I was in the top 10 most listened to artists in the world on Spotify last year. I was in the top 20 most listened to artists. Just gave all the stats to basically say there's no reason for me to be doing this for people to listen to my album because people are going to do that anyway. Right. Yeah. I do believe Kanye, and I don't know how much of it is I want to believe him, and I want this to be true because I do love our GOAT so much, and I'm not one of them people that says you cannot feel connected to celebrities and you can't cry over celebrities' death. I'm not one of those people because I do feel like art is the great connector. Right. So I can feel like I know this person because of how much they have given me through their music videos, through their interviews, and through their art in general. So I do believe that there are people that have never met Kanye and that are just fans of him that care about him. Yeah. And I think that is okay. I think that is a great part about humanity. I think that is a noble part about humanity is that we have the ability to care and love for people we don't have to physically meet. Right. And because I say all of that to say, man, I just pray that Kanye is getting the help that he deserves because I do know what bipolar order does to people. I have seen it firsthand, what it can do to somebody. Yeah. So I don't want this to... I'm praying this is not a facade. I hope we get Kanye back. I don't care about the music. I just hope that Kanye West, the man, is okay. I just hope that Ye, the man, the father, the husband, I hope that guy is okay, whether he releases another album, another clothing line, another shoe, anything. I just hope that he is able to rekindle those relationships that he broke, that he's able to get back in good graces with his family, with his children. And do I want some music selfishly? Sure. Right. But I just hope that the man Kanye West is being serious and he is really getting the help he needs because this is scary. What Kanye doing, although it brought us one of the greatest videos we will ever get in the social media ever. Several. Yeah. But the one by the car, the greatest video of that year by far. I'm not going to say who it is.
Hey, but...
greatest shit ever. But what he was doing, what he was saying, the song release, obviously, the T-shirt release, it was just some really out, like, even for Kanye, it was like, shit. Yo, what's happening?
Yeah, that shit was super off the wall.
I hate we have to do this to black people, but the slavery of the choice thing and the MAGA hat was like, Kanye be on some crazy shit. Right. Bro. And like, even the slavery was a choice thing. Once you said once he explained how he was trying to say that, it was like, hey, I don't agree, but that actually don't sound as crazy as how it initially came off.
Like, oh, he just said some dumbass nigga shit.
And like, where Trump is now and where Trump was in 2016 is drastic, or 2018, 19, whatever that was, is drastically different. Right. And was he horrible then? Absolutely. Should it have been a thing? No. But if you also listen to why he explained, like, yo, look at where he came from, look where he is, that's inspiring. Was it Kanye-esque? Was it weird? Was it something we should have looked down upon? Yeah. Right. But the following year and a half after that was some
The
otherworldly shit.
The Aiden Ross, Nick Fuentes, like shit.
The
Like,
black swastika, the wife naked all that was just actually the wife naked all the time was very Kanye.
Yeah.
Right? Everything else was like, whoa, like I think something's really, and then his physical appearance.
Yeah, he looked different.
Kanye always looked buttoned up, was the freshest nigga in the room, haircut, fly nigga, nice, always looked put together. He started coming out the house with gray hairs, looked nasty, looked like he had videos where his ass was hanging out. Like it just didn't look like the nigga was in his right mind.
Right, the Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, actually, also some Kanye shit.
Yeah. No. The commercial, some Kanye shit. How he looked.
Oh, how he looked. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So I say I will end with we love Kanye. Kanye, I grew up with him. The College Dropout was one of the first 5 or 6 albums I ever listened to in my life. Yeah. I listened to Graduation, College Dropout, and Twisted Fantasy every year of my life, and I have for the last half decade. Right. He is in my top 10 most listened to artists every single year. I love him. I will tell my children about him. I will tell my nephews about him. I think Kanye West, if I tell y'all where I have him on the greatest artist of all time, because we had to start taking him off the greatest rapper of all time because I came out that he really don't be writing some shit that we thought he wrote. Like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. Right. If I tell y'all where I think he is one of the greatest artists of all time, y'all will look at me like I'm crazy.
Niggas would run in here and throw me out there in the window if I told y'all how I truly feel.
Dead ass, like, bro. So, all that to say, love you, Ye, and I hope you're being serious.
First of all, everything you said was 1,000% correct, and I do really like your perspective. I wanted to highlight kind of what you started with at the beginning, like, where people feel like he may be doing this for a profit, or like, we'll talk about J.Cole in a second. J.Cole talk about, nigga, he doing this for profit and all that shit. At this point in Kanye West's life, if Kanye never released a shoe again, if Kanye never put a note on another song, Kanye is arguably the most influential pop culture human we have ever experienced in life. He may not have been the most famous. He may not have been the most widely liked or even the most popular.
Yeah.
But Kanye West's impact in time has been almost immeasurable across several different jumps of time. Like, first it was the extending of, oh yeah, this is Jay-Z. This is an amazing rapper. He might be the best rapper in the world too. Oh, this might be the best label ever. like, oh yeah, this might be the best label ever. Maybe. And then to transition to that from, oh, this may be the best single rap artist we have in maybe 20, since maybe Hov, since maybe Bot, like his first 5 albums. And then for so many years, he was fighting to transition what it meant to be a rapper. And we talked really for the last 2 years about, why does rap look different? Why is rap not selling the way it should? Why is rap sounding different? Why are niggas not in record deals for 15 years anymore? Mm-hmm. Kanye 20 years ago told niggas, man, niggas not making no money off Rockaware. We gotta have a hand in whatever we're owning. That's why you see these artists in streams now getting parts of that. Niggas are understanding that Kanye was the first nigga to be like, yo, yeah, this rap money cool, but if you really run it up in fashion, if you really run it up in product, if you really run it up in things that you can put your name on and sell for a long term, Kylie Jenner, billionaire. Rihanna, billionaire. Kanye West, billionaire.
Kim Kardashian, Skims.
Kim Kardashian, billion. Like, that is the thing.
Jay-Z, everything.
Kanye understood that more so than, and it's crazy to say this now because with the internet, it's so much easier to understand. Kanye understood before engagement that attention was currency. Kanye knew that if my engagement, interaction, and influence remains all-time high, I will always have a button to push one way or another. And that's easier to understand now to where like we could look up our TikToks and be like, oh yeah, this many people saw it, this many people liked it, this many people reposted it. Kanye did that before that was really a thing. Like The Life of Pablo was the most illegally downloaded and streamed album ever off of Tidal. And that was like their first streaming year. And I say all that to say, if Kanye never gives us anything ever again, I mean, career, life, artist, all of that, well done. Kanye don't owe anybody nothing. No
Nothing.
more. He don't owe us. And Kanye's given us everything he could. And I agree with you 1,000%. I just hope for Kanye, the individual, the man himself, to be okay. Because it was probably 2 or 3 years where, like, you just didn't, I just didn't recognize him. That's just not the Kanye that that we grew to love for real. Like, I have been very open about, like, our favorite interviews. And my favorite interview, no matter what, and every time we bring up Kanye, I bring up this 2016 Breakfast Club interview. 2013 Breakfast Club interview with Kanye. And I bring this up now to speak about the clairvoyance to the next 10, 15 years that he had. Kanye was a generational mind and a generational visionary. And
everything he said in the interview came true. Like, every word.
Everything. And at the time, it sounded nuts. It sounded insane at the time.
That nigga said, I'm going to be a billionaire off fashion, and we all going to be listening to Drake.
Yep.
And 4 years later.
Literally. And this is back, and this was Nothing When the Same was out. That was cool. But you got to remember, at the time, Kanye was still out. Hov was still out. Kendrick has just dropped. Cole was going crazy.
Mac Miller, Wayne.
Everybody was. Drake
Sean,
hadn't.
Wale, McMill.
Drake hadn't ascended to the. Oh yeah, no doubt, he's the biggest ever.
It had Chance had just dropped.
And Kanye was sitting there like, and it's so funny in hindsight. In the interview, Kanye's looking at them like, fam, the time is almost up. This nigga Drake almost here.
Yeah.
Nigga. This nigga Drake almost here.
It makes so much sense, bro.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know the ear he has for music.
Exactly.
And not only did he have it's not just about the ear that Kanye had for music, it's the ear that he had for the streets, that he had for the people. So he knew he knew that this sound that this nigga was curating was going to be unfucking deniable. Because rap was already becoming the most popular genre, and I think it had just crossed the stress. Sorry, got too excited. Just crossed the threshold of the most popular genre, and now you're about to bring this nigga that can make pop music into this, and no one under fucking stood what he was saying except for Jay Prince, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West, bro. Like,
that shit's crazy. And he's in another part of his interview. It's crazy. We'll talk about J.Cole in a second about like the label shit and niggas selling and being independent, selling songs. Kanye was the first nigga I ever heard say, yo, Drake on good music. If you make good music, you on good music. This is not me putting a jersey on for David Stern and Lucian and us fighting to make as much money as we can.
He said those exact
He is like and he saw like, yo, this rap money shit is running out for niggas. And I'm telling you, if you've never seen an interview, I'm telling you, it's one of the greatest visionary interviews. He said, man, you don't see no 50-year-old rappers touring. It's like, yeah, you don't. They were running out of music. And the it's so many, like I always say, it's my favorite part. What's sticking out to me right now is Charlemagne and Kanye was going at the entire interview, bro. And Charlemagne was like, why don't you just give up? Why don't you just give up, do it yourself? Just give up, be Don C and sell hats. Just, whatever. And Kanye was like, bro, I'm trying to make Walmart, bro. He was like, bro, you can just quit and go to Walmart. He said, no, I need to make Walmart, bro. And nigga, like at that time, that sounded nuts. And now he's like, bro, Kanye's mind, bro, like, Kanye gave us so much. And this is, like Daniel said, Daniel intro that I am one of the biggest Kanye. Like my friends know me as the Kanye guy. I was like Paul. Like I am. Like I saw Sunday service when they were in Atlanta and they were coming at
New Birth.
At New Birth. Like,
which has been through a lot of shit recently.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact. But I am like I am real
Just
deal.
The video of the pastor shaking fast.
Drewski did a number on them niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
Drewski did a number.
Drewski dropped a
We could have done a full episode on that Drewski shit, dog. That nigga is different, bro. My bad.
But no, you're right. Like, we went to the listening party. Like, Kanye has been a giant part of our lives, bro. And I just hope the end deserves him.
Beautiful.
I hope whatever his end is, it deserves him. Because for a lot of geniuses, unfortunately, and I'm gonna call Kanye a genius, and a lot of visionaries, it is very, like you mentioned, like being bipolar, especially for someone like Kanye, this is probably like the hardest thing for him to deal with because he is who he is because of what he believes.
Yep.
So, when Steve Jobs gets, like, very treatable colon cancer, instead of getting cancer medicine, he believes he'll do some Steve Jobs shit and do something else. Yeah. And then it kills him very quickly instead. It's like, damn, Steve Jobs, that was dumb, but... Nigga, that's Steve Jobs.
That's why you were Steve Jobs.
That's why you were Steve Jobs. Mm-hmm. So, just to wrap everything up, Kanye line is sticking out to me. Name one genius that ain't crazy.
All right, let's move to another lyrical genius. J.Cole dropped a 4-pack, just like we predicted he would on his birthday. What was it called? Birthday Blizzard. Yeah. And he rapped over Who Shot Ya, Victory. What were the other two beats? Golden Goose. What was that Golden Goose beat?
Oh my God, I'm blanking on that shit right now. It was all Bad Boy beats, so.
Yeah, it was all Bad Boy beats. I cannot think of the name of that beat because Joe Budden killed that beat too. Yeah. Joe Budden, one of his freestylers to that beat, he ate that motherfucker. But I am thoroughly impressed with J.Cole, boy. Yes. That boy is different, boy. Yeah. He can rap, bro. He can really fucking rap, bro. Like, you know me, bro. I grew up on Lil Wayne. I grew up on mixtape Wayne. I listened to mixtapes before I ever touched an album. Like, I love mixtape rapping. I'm not the substance. Oh my God, what do you say? I want to hear you rap. Yeah. Say some punchlines, say some hard ass bars, get in some pockets I ain't never heard, and fucking rap.
Say some cool ass shit.
And J. Cole, boy, oh boy, did he do that. Yeah. I am just thoroughly impressed with his skill level, dog. Mm-hmm. The pockets he was able to get into, the rhyme schemes he was able to get into.
The Wu-Tang, I want to cut you off. The Wu-Tang flow.
Twin.
Yo,
he's crazy, bro.
Nigga,
like
the Brooklyn Zoo flow, nigga, calm down. Calm down, Cole. They don't know about that, yo.
What's up with my nigga, dog? So he just really, and this is why when Marco Plus came out and said J. Cole is the best rapper to ever come out the South, it was like, bro, that is an East Coast nigga, bro. Yeah. He grew up on East Coast rap. You hear it in his music. You hear it in his beat selection. That is an East Coast nigga, and he proved it with this tape. Because if Lil Baby would have did this, you would have heard 24s. You would have heard something about Savage Mode. Mob, you would have heard some old Outkast shit, some Goody Mob shit. Like, you would have heard some No Limit shit. Like, hell no. So this is an East Coast nigga, bro. And I am thoroughly impressed. I love that he did this. My favorite rollout is the mixtape to the album. Right. I think it is the most beneficial album rollout if your album is really like that. Right. Because if you are in that album mode where you just are fish grease, everything you touch and everything you get on is hot, a 4-song freestyle pack ain't nothing gonna do nothing but get the hype going for your album. Right. So I believe that's exactly what J. Cole accomplished with this, with these freestyles and the subliminals, which Ish's definitely about to get into, but I just A++ for me for a 4-pack freestyle, like A++.
I do, and it's crazy. I did want to start there too. I am post beef. We said fallout wise, pause, but as we get farther away from the beef, pause. We gotta start throwing that pause back in there. We said, looking forward, this is the last time we was talking about it until something else happens. So what do we think is going to be the end version of this? And I said, listen, man, J. Cole drop a classic, bro, he going to end up number 2.
Yeah, you did say that.
It's on the board.
It's on the board.
It is on the board, bro.
Board,
everybody, listen, niggas know first thing, I am maybe J. Cole hater. If niggas want to call me J. Cole hater, I'm fine with that. I feel like I just don't love J. Cole as much as other niggas do.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love J. Cole rapping. And I feel like right now, it's 2 all-time rappers and a lot of niggas making music. And that's what it feels like when either of them drop.
Kendrick and Cole.
Yeah. And it feels like the Kendrick drop was like, oh yeah, all right. Cole drop, it feels the same exact way. Whereas like, it's ironic. Like I don't want to hear none of the big 3 shit. We'll talk about like the shit, like the Golden Goose freestyle, all that shit in a second. But Cole, my favorite Cole, and I've told this to, and you've been in the chats for me. Fam, just get out there and just smoke some shit.
Yes.
Please, just get out there and just smoke some shit.
Show your talent.
Yeah, just go smoke some shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you to be Kendrick. I don't need you to be Drake.
No.
I don't need you to be any of them introspect. Like, yo, let's make an album about, yo, my friend, this baby girl. Like, yo, let's make an album about different vices and drugs. Yo, J.cole, just go make your music.
Yes.
And this, what's it? I thought it was 6 songs.
No, it's 4. It was 5, but the 5th song is just all 4 songs on one track.
Oh no, yeah. And it was some others that leaked. That's what it was.
Okay.
Like a screenshot of something that like had leaked too.
Okay.
But they weren't like real songs or something. But these 4 songs, fam, it's just like, listen, we can feel how we want about the apology. Niggas can feel how they want about rap beef. That's still J. Cole.
That is J. Cole, dog.
That is fucking J. Cole.
That is Jermaine fucking Cole.
And like, as much as I can say, I want somebody to get up and smack the shit out of him, I think he makes Drake. I feel like he makes that nigga, dog. I don't know.
Yo, boy, that nigga is rapping his fucking ass off, Ishmael. He is rapping his, like...
He just ran through them niggas like Lori Harvey. Yo, Cole is...
Dog, he is on that motherfucking tripping, bro. This first verse on 99 Bill...
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, we might throw this on the Patreon. I was going to say, we can listen to this throw it on the Patreon, too.
What?
Shout out DJ Clue, by the way.
Dog, what? What?
No, he's tripping. That nigga said, I knew I was a torture poet.
My nigga got so much ice, you would think we deported niggas to...
Oh, yeah. No.
Dog. Oh, my God, bro. He is on that motherfucker tripping, dog. Salute to Cole, bro. But...
And I know you like this. Direct to consumer. Pay whatever you want.
Pay whatever you want.
Pay whatever you want.
You know
I get that nigga $1, but hey, listen.
You know I gave him $1, bro. Shit. I almost gave him $5, but I was like, that nigga has $100 million.
I will say this: if I would have heard them shits and them shits was crazy, I might have gave back.
I might tip them. I might have tipped them. But nah, for real. And you know, it's some niggas out there that's really getting it. That gave him $1,000. That gave him $5,000 and type shit like that. And I just love that because it really showed that his independence and he really is independent. Yeah. And it also just show like. He really practiced what he preached because he's been preaching about the streams and the bots and how all this is bullshit since 2016. Mm-hmm. And he really got out of his deal, did what he was supposed to do with Dreamville, and now he is living what he was preaching a couple years ago. So we got to the positive, and I was proud of Ish for staying positive. Go ahead. Bro.
Listen, Listen, this is the thing. This is the line. Like, you ever seen the yin yang shit?
Yeah.
The line that connects us between like our views, like, bro, we just love rap music.
Yeah,
so
bro. Yeah,
bro. Dropping, I wasn't gonna come in here and just straight shit.
Yeah, bro.
And it's crazy because me and Chris talked about this earlier, but I was trying to say it in a way where I wasn't picking a side because I really don't know if I have a side yet between this Drake and J. Cole shit. Okay. I just don't think it's fair for you to shoot at me first right now.
Okay.
Now, I think if J.Cole really want to smoke Drake, he should have the right to.
Okay.
But if I'm Drake, I'm like, nigga, you just said you don't do this. Like, why are you like?
Yeah.
Why are you this guy now?
Yeah.
And you just said you don't do it. But I did have I did have one thing.
Okay.
I did have one thing.
Okay.
J.Cole, like all great rappers, is a hypocrite. And that's fair. That is fair.
Okay.
I'm
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that assessment
all
at
of
all.
them. Kendrick is a hypocrite. I ain't got
Self-prescribed.
Yeah, it's like, I don't got a hate bone in my body, bro. I don't hate you at all, my nigga. 2 verses ago, you said you wanted me dead. Like, and not even like, yo, I hope somebody kill you. He said, I think niggas like you, like all of y'all, like, so all of them are hypocritical. But I have a problem with the niggas is dissing for rollouts. Niggas is faking beefs for streams. Niggas are faking beef for the comments. And this is the 3rd project you done rolled out shooting at someone. Minimum 3rd project. Because there are times you can argue like singles, features, da-da-da. But the 3 examples I'm going to give you is, of course, the Golden Goose freestyle, which will I'll get the lyrics so we can do like this specific one. Everybody Dies, where he rolled out his arguably his worst album ever, dissing Wale and Kanye West, and then I believe his 2nd worst album, where again, listen, old wounds, we won't get too deep into it. Shout out Chris, where he dissed Lil Uzi Vert / Lil Pump, whoever you decide is that person. But I am frustrated with how hypocritical it is for him to be like, yo, these niggas faking beef for the streams. Nigga, you have been in several beefs and backed out of all of them, except the ones where it was niggas you knew wouldn't say anything. You knew you were not going to get into a rap battle with Kanye West. You know what? I won't even say Wale. You might have not known, right?
Yeah.
Wale might have gone back at you. That might have been a pretty good battle.
That would have been great.
But like, you didn't think you was going to go back and forth with Lil Pump, Lil Uzi?
Yeah.
But when it was time to do that shit and get up, and you drop Might Delete Later, a whole project, and at the end you was dissing a nigga who told you to get up and who was finna get up with you, it was the complete opposite energy. So my thing is, I don't think him and Drake should go at it, but I don't think he should be able to send subs at that nigga.
Okay. So what J.Cole said was, a lot of rappers make dough, then be prone to lose it. For crumbs, dumb niggas sold it, sold illusion. Niggas cheating, I won't excuse it. If I said, then I wrote it, stupid. If the stream say you winning while your tools is losing, when the math ain't math, then of course you juicing. That means the box is boosting. Cut the tough guy image, it is not conducive to breathing. Don't gamble with your life, because the ops is cruising. Word to Mike Vick, because your dog might get shot for losing. Good Lord almighty, that nigga can rap. But
listen, that's what I'm saying. This is why it's so frustrating for me, because I'm sitting here like, he shouldn't be allowed to do that. He just smoked that nigga. He just smoked him. He smoked him, bro.
Oh, he's cooking, boy.
He's just the one tap, boom, one tap. He's down. Get that nigga a med kit, fam. Like, that's what's so frustrating about the J. Cole shit is like, who's gonna stop him? Like, who's gonna say something to that nigga?
Who's going to talk to me, bro? So,
and then he smoked Joey Badass too, which I didn't mind.
This is my perspective on it, bro, because you were a lot more mature than I thought you were about to be honest. And maybe that's because Nelson didn't come. Maybe next week you.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be honest. The songs were really good.
Okay. It was hard. It's hard to come in here and be crazy when he rapping like that. All right.
Because I'm gonna get in the car and play that shit. Like,
yeah, bro. Exactly. So I'm about to go to the gym, listen to that shit right now. So, listen, man. I am on the side of I don't think he's talking to Drake.
Okay.
And what made me say that was I went back and listened to Port Antonio.
Fair.
And he damn near dedicated a whole verse to Drake and Kendrick.
Yep.
My brothers got the beefing. I got all they blood on me. I tried to stop my brothers from beefing. I love everything Drake ever did for me. I can never beef with the nigga.
Right.
J. Cole has shown me too much integrity.
Right.
Without being asked to. He has shown me too much integrity to think he is going back on his word without reason.
That's fair. That's fair.
And that is the only thing I need from J. Cole. I am not one of them niggas that think you should control what a rapper is saying. Yeah. If J.Cole want to come out and say he is the best and rap like this, you gotta kind of give him a chance. You gotta give him a chance to say it. But what Drake cannot do, what Cole cannot do is for the last act of his career, be a hypocrite and lose integrity in a way he never has and then retire and never explain it. Right. And why I say it would be hypocritical and a lack of integrity is because you were on these songs telling this nigga, I can never be with you, I love you, you my brother. Yeah. You was on stage the last time we seen y'all together. You my brother, kissing, hugging on stage. You know the infamous line. Yep. So you can't go from that to you sold your soul to Lucian, you faking streams, you got bots and all of that without explanation. So if this was I'm coming with something. Yeah. And on the album, he gets into what Kendrick was talking about on Euphoria when you said you knew what you did to Cole, essentially. Cole you know how you did Cole foul, and we don't got to speak on that. If Cole comes out and is like, this is how he did me foul through music, everything is forgiven and he can do whatever he wants to Drake. But if he comes out subliminally, confirms that those disses were to Drake and does not confirm or give reasons as to why and what happened, that's bitch nigga shit.
Let me, it's crazy. I agree with you, and it's crazy. That was probably Chris' whole point, but I was saving this for the pod because there is whispers of the reason. And this is why we do this pod and shit, because I agree with you. I don't think, and that was my main, it's crazy, me and Chris, we all agree. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can just get on your album and just be like, yo, fuck that nigga now, after you did all that shit.
Exactly.
But, right, when Port of Antonio came out, he was trying to put you in the middle, kind of, right? The rumors were, on this last one, he had both both a Kendrick and a Drake feature. Not together, but both on that album.
Yes.
Now the album has been moved significantly far back.
Significantly.
The rumor is the move back was after Not Like Us, if you with Kendrick in any way, you're the op. So if Drake hit Cole, take that shit off. I'm not doing none of that shit. If he on that album, I'm not on that album, or was on any type of funny business with that, which I think is 1,000,000% possible.
Oh, for sure.
Especially if, and this is why it's so important, and rappers do this all the time. If you're a fan of rappers, you know this. If Drake and Cole did a 1-1,
yep,
where Cole was like, yo, I'll help you get that Michael Jackson record, yep, but on my last album, I need that Drake feature.
Yep. That I haven't gotten. That Hope told me I need in 2012.
That's a fact. I've been trying to get this feature 20 years.
Yeah.
And you gotta remember, First Person Shooter was like, yo, I'm right there from this Michael Jackson record.
Yeah.
We the number 1 and 2. He said, yo, we can do a 1-on-1. I'll do First Person Shooter. But when it's time, this is gonna be on my album. Mm-hmm. If he said, nah, fuck that shit, you not getting nothing, and it went left.
And went back on his word.
And
now because what I think happened and what I think started the side eye was Schoolboy Q. I really believe because I don't think Kendrick was talking about that. Because Kendrick was talking about something. Yeah. And one thing we learned about Kendrick, other than I will not put the PDF shit on Drake, but other than everything else,
he was right.
He was right. So I believe that the shit he was talking about Cole, he actually did something to Cole. And if I believe that, then I have to believe that it was something along the lines of what Schoolboy Q was talking about. Yeah. And Drake was like, nah, bro, go ahead, go at him. We just gonna keep this shit friendly.
Yeah.
And then he get word of what you been on. He hear your song come out. He hear Kendrick's song come out. And it was like, my nigga, you set me up, essentially got everybody mad at me and calling me a bitch-ass nigga because I apologize because you told me to do some shit that you lied about and said you wasn't gonna do and when it did.
Right.
And then on top of that, I get on I don't take a side. I still fuck with you. I get on the song say I fuck with you. Yeah. And now you won't give me a verse because I also got a verse from this nigga who I'm not just never going to talk to again. Right. But because you lost the rap beef, you don't want to give me a verse. You told me you was going to give me a verse after I went on tour with you and gave you 2 verses.
And you shot at me in Family Matters.
And
you shot at me on Family Matters.
I totally forgot about that shit.
You shot at me on Family Matters.
After saying, yo, I'ma do this.
Yeah.
I'ma do this. You can do this. Like I just said, you can do this. You can jump out on the porch. Right. I'm not going to take it there to where it's going to fuck with your manhood and just fuck with your integrity and make you feel bad. Like exactly what he apologized and said, I can't do this. I can't do this. Yeah. Cool. But then you gonna get on the Cole and say, what did he say?
Cole losing sleep on this shit.
Nigga, not me.
Yeah.
But nigga, like what? Like that would be crazy. So if it's that plus what you just said, I completely agree.
And that's the thing. The Cole mentioning Family Matters doesn't really hit as hard as it would in another setting.
Exactly.
Because in Family Matters, he dissed 19 other niggas, including Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
But if you just isolate that verse, that line right there, that is such a crazy bar, because not only are you name dropping me and saying like I'm losing sleep, shitting on me, that's word for word from the apology.
Yes.
You are highlighting, throwing dirt on my apology.
Yes. On
a moment that was really important to him. So for you to jump out the window and say that, like that's what I'm saying. There is a missing piece.
There has to be.
There has to be. And moving forward, I don't know what Iceman, and that's the thing. They're about to drop at the same time.
Yep. Drake is coming within the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Drake not dropping the summer album because this is a serious album.
Yeah.
So I think Drake is coming before the summer, and if he don't, he's not coming until Q4.
Oh, I think he's April. I think he's March or April.
I'm saying April.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna give Cole 2 months. Because Bruno's coming too.
Right.
So I think after Bruno, Drake is coming.
But this is what is so ominous over this year. It's been about a year and a half for GNX. Cole is gonna drop. Drake is gonna drop. We gonna know what's happening. We gonna know what happened.
Oh, yeah.
We will know what happened.
And Keem is dropping. Kendrick will be on that album. Yep. And Kendrick will be dropping another album this year. And Doechii will be dropping another album on here. Kendrick will be on that album. Kendrick, they have repeatedly said Kendrick is not going anywhere. Do not think you're getting another break.
Right.
Like, we're going to know by the end of, I don't even say by the end of the year, by October, we should know everything by going on, and we should be viral 100 times because we don't call it everything.
That's
like,
a fact.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
And if we are, listen, we just projected, we just picking spreads. I like J.Cole -3.5 for the sports movies out there. I ain't gonna lie, I love Drake a lot. Drake battle tested, but Drake, I think J.Cole smoked his boots. But I feel like
I do too.
It's such a hard. I don't know if J.Cole can engage first until we know what happened. That's the thing. The internet won't let him engage first unless we know what happened.
The only way he can engage first is if he does what I said he does on this album and tells you exactly why I don't fuck with this nigga, and then gives him a verse.
You know it'll be tough. It'll be tough. And you can keep this Cole. Listen, I know you see the clips. I be hating on you a lot. It is what it is. You know, I'm trying to get paid too, man. I heard the song, nigga. I'm trying to get the engagement too. If he do... Yo, I ain't gonna lie. J.Cole do this shit, he might be I put him in my top 5. I put that, listen, hand up right now. Hand to God right now. Cole, if you can hear me, do this shit. Idols become your rivals. Rick Ross style. Like, not even...
And just talk to the nigga.
And just tell everybody what happened. And tell everyone what happened. Like, just on some, this is what he was doing. I was going, and then I met him, and then, like, it really just break down what happened. Not even on, like, no heavy diss shit. Just like, yo, my nigga, you know you lame for that. Fuck you, my nigga, on that shit.
Yes.
Put it on the album. Keep it cool. Move over. Because that's the thing with this album. This is the final Cole album.
Yes.
So questions that need to be answered have to be answered on this album.
Now.
So if Cole did, like, an Idols Before Rivals type shit where he's just like, I idolize y'all niggas, like, and then you fucking played me, did all this lame shit, flipped it around, I think that shit would be crazy, bro.
Owls become rivals. But, hey, bro, I love that idea. And that's Cole-esque.
Literally.
That's Cole-esque. Literally. And, like, I love that example specifically because Ross wasn't like beefing with Stunner. Yeah. It was a disappointment, a pain.
Yeah, it's some shit he had to get off his chest.
Like, did you hear his? I really thought you niggas owned them cars. like he was hurt, bro. He was hurt.
That nigga said, "Damn."
Yes, bruh. Yes, bruh.
Funny,
so I think that's a perfect example. Like, I'm not we got to do this giant rap battle. I'm about to call you out your name. Just like you was on some lame shit, and I got to tell these niggas why.
Right.
That's fire, bro. That's fire.
I love it. Yeah. I hope he does something like that. We just gotta know. We just gotta know what's missing, bro. And I feel like the same thing with Drake and Kendrick, bro. Like, It's so funny. We got the war. We never got the prelude. Nobody knows what happens on that tour. Nobody can tell me what happened on that tour that took them niggas from regular rappers to Kendrick believing this is his mortal enemy sent by God. Like, this wasn't a regular beef. Like, I'm a nigga who hold grudges. That nigga held a 13-year grudge, bro. Something had to happen,
bro. But we're at 3 hours, bro. We can end this shit. In a world full of, I don't even got to say nothing. And y'all know we done. God damn it.
Like, comment, subscribe, man.
All of that. In a world full of hate, let your light be loved. An industry full of copycats. We are some one-on-ones. That's Ish. I'm Rock. That's Ish. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and go subscribe to the Patreon as well. We have some more content with y'all. We'll get on a Zoom this episode and break down Travis Scott's Birds. What was that album called? I can't think right now.
Birds in the Trap sing McKnight.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Brian McKnight, that is. But yeah, man. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We the greatest podcast in the world, and y'all motherfuckers know it. Salute.